from Malindi town, where the Mount Kenya University Maritime Academy is receiving its official accreditation from the government. Now, kaka wanakuita Josh Onsari.
Bila shaka.
Hebu tuelezee ni hafla gani inaendelea sasa hivi na ina umuhimu gani?
Kikubwa zaidi siku ya leo tunaona kwamba chuo hiki kinapewa uidhinisho rasmi ili kuweza kufundisha yale mafunzo ya ubaharia. Na unapata kwamba ni mafunzo muhimu sana katika eneo hili, na anajua kwamba kuna historia kubwa sana, historia pana kuhusiana na mji huu wa Malindi. Labda Victor, tujue kipi? Najua Wareno walikuwa huku, Waitaliano walikuwa huku.
Kabla ya hao wote, kabla ya Wareno na Waitaliano, mji wa Malindi umekuwepo kwa muda mrefu sana. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beginning of time, this town has existed for more than 1,000 years. They say the earliest records from the foreign explorers say that there was a town on the mouth of a river which originated from the mountain. The mountain in question was Mount Kenya. So the mountain in question was Mount Kenya. The river in question is a river we call River Athi.
Na Galana inatamba sana.
Inatamba sana. And on the banks on the mouth of River Sabaki, River Galana, River Tana, River Athi, which joins the Indian Ocean, that was the city or the town of Malindi, which has existed for all these years. And before all that, we first saw the Arab traders come here. The city was significant in trade and export and what they used to call the blue economy.
Lakini watu wengi hawakujua, Victor, ilikuwa ile blue economy. Sasa hizi ndo mambo wameanza kuyaona.
Mambo wanaanza kuyaona, wanaanza kuona na umuhimu wa blue economy kabisa. Na muda huo wote kumekuweko na biashara, kumekuweko na mambo mengi tu ambayo yanaendelea katika mji wa Malindi, and this is part of the long heritage, a long history. In fact, karibu hapa the Vasco da Gama pillar, which is very very close to where we are.
Na sasa tunaingia kwenye laboratory ya simulator.
Kabisa. Ndio.
Mambo mazuri kweli kweli. Unaona vifaa vya kisasa ambavyo vitatumika kufundisha masuala ya ubaharia.
Kabisa. Na inasemekana kwamba vifaa hivi ni vya hali ya juu, next generation, top of the range of the industry standard. A lot of equipment here that is world class. Absolutely.
You can prove.
Kabisa, like what we're looking at right now is called a bridge simulator.
Bila shaka.
Yeah, bridge simulator ni kama ukiwa unaendesha gari pale dashboard, kile ambacho unaona.
Teknolojia ya kisasa iko pale.
Ya kisasa. It brings the sea to the country.
Different objects. We have options for 4 different type of radars to be loaded on the same software. So they can practice on a Furuno, which is a Japanese brand. They can practice on Sperry. So different type of configurations can be loaded. This is the various type of equipment. So here we have the ship control. This is the engine. This is the steering for them to control the movement of the vessel. And then you also have access to different type of instruments. Gyro, your speed log, different type of equipment are simulated here. And then this is the visualization, which will allow the candidates not only to plan the routes on Egdes, but also to visually see outside. So currently we are in the Singapore port area, loaded in the simulator, and they can have various options. Like they can use the binocular to keep a proper lookout, and all different type of functions they can perform. The instructor control station that we have, he has full control over the exercise. So I will just go there and change the weather a bit, then you'll be able to appreciate it.
Now, right now, as you can see, this is a simulator. On the left side, we have a screen that's showing us the radar readings. The second one is the ship's controls. You can see you can control the speed. You can look at all the different aspects of this is what the captain actually sees. And on the other side, we have a chart, a navigational chart that shows you exactly where you are and what you're doing and what's the weather like and all that. And all this kind of training is what our candidates will be getting. And now the experts are here to demonstrate exactly how the equipment works. You can see on the screen over there, it really looks realistic.
Now we have changed the weather a little bit, and the candidate will be able to appreciate that even though the ship is heading that way, but actually the vector is taking it more towards the port. So we need to take some corrective action and change the heading. That way the instructor control station has got full control. He can bring in target ships. He can create emergencies. So whatever you're not able to do physically on a ship, where the emergencies are very less seen, but in the simulator with the classroom, he can be better prepared to handle the emergencies when he goes on the ship. So going alongside a berth, coming outside from a berth in a port, and there are different type of areas. So they have access to Singapore, Hong Kong, Bosphorus Strait. So some of the busiest areas we have simulated in the software and given the access to the academy, so that the student has got exposure to the international standards and requirements when they are doing the passage planning or when they are doing the route monitoring. So it's all state of the art.
Can you give me the taste of the stormy weather?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now one of the instructors is going to simulate on your screen what you're seeing right now. They're going to simulate some rough weather. And the reason this, ladies and gentlemen that are watching us, the reason this is quite significant is that previously it took quite a lot of time. You can see the situation is already changing. It took quite a lot of time for our trainees to go out there to learn these things. But this time they're bringing the sea to the classroom and allowing the students to be able to see all the different scenarios and, most importantly, learn how to adapt and how to respond. They say practice makes perfect, but right practice makes right practice makes right performance. And there you go.
Here are the kind of settings. Like in the radar, you can see if I make it too much, then the picture is not optimum. So these are the things that candidates should learn, that in this kind of weather, how much should be my sea clutter so that I get the right set of picture for my proper navigation and controlling, for making a better decision. So this is my optimum range. I'll set it here. So these are the different things, fine-tunings that the candidates will learn, where the shipping companies are expecting certain standards that the boy should be at. And these are the places where the candidate will be able to get the proper exposure and learn the nitty-gritties of the marine environment.
Right. Now, you can see that. That's amazing. That's really, absolutely, that's amazing. And right now, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a demonstration of how this course is going to work, the actual training scenario.
It has different functionalities. So, one, it is computerized. So this is a computer of its own. For instance, so when you open, you can see for instance, I've inserted a flash disk. So when you open, you can access your documents. So that is one. Then another functionality we have, the instructor can use this smart TV as a whiteboard. Then you can use it to access, for instance, this website and any other thing in online. And then also we have the connection of the computers, the way we have connected. Excuse me. So we have this station. It has the 4 screens. Then you have 2 CPUs. So one CPU is connected to 2 monitors, and the other one, the 2 monitors. So this one is radar display. This one is VIC, Visual Information System. Then this one is CONI display. Then this one is Navisailor display. So this one is the ones which the student can be able to see while the instructor is teaching. Again, with this screen again, we are connecting to it in the sense that when the instructor is doing his own things, the student can be also able to see whatever the instructor is doing. So this is the setup which we have done.
Wonderful.
Lastly, sir,
ladies and gentlemen,
we request that you launch our Maritime Academy website. We have Ross here to take us through.
Yes, good morning. Thank you so much. Basically, today we wish that you can launch our website. It's a modern website. It is very responsive, meaning regardless of the gadget that you're going to use, you can easily be able to see. We've put some slides of photos of what's happening. You are yet to tour the whole facility, so I wish not to have the screens go, otherwise I will ruin what you'll see about there. And more so because we wish to have a top-notch interaction with our students wherever they are. We are hoping that we'll be able to get students from Kenya and beyond. WhatsApp is the most interactive way for you to get a quick answer. So it's a WhatsApp chatbot, so we'll be able to reach all of them. And maybe now you can have a photo here, then we can mark it launched. Okay. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a glimpse of the world-class training that you will be getting here at Mount Kenya University Malindi Maritime Academy. This is equipment that is top of the range. It is quite interactive. It is quite engaging, that allows the trainees to have the absolute best preparation in terms of decision making when at sea. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of the future. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking at this and wondering what's the significance of this has been something that has got a lot of historical context. Malindi has been known as a port town for hundreds and hundreds of years, and this kind of training really catapults the local populace and the local people to the next level of training to turn them into international class seafarers. That is what this is all about. Now, ndugu yangu Onsare, tunaelekea wapi?
Hivi sasa tunaangalia yale ambayo yameandaliwa pale nje na tumeweza kuona uhalisia wa mambo, yani baharini darasani. Haswa? Sio?
Ndio, baharini darasani.
Teknolojia hii na ni ya kisasa kabisa.
Ya kisasa kabisa.
Unaweza na mawimbi makali, basi mashine zinatatua.
Na bofya pale na kuonesha kila kitu. Mambo yanakuwa shwari. Ule ambao unaweza kufanya mabaharia wetu ambao watasomea hapa kwenye chuo hiki
wawe bora za
kabisa. Yeah. So sasa hivi tunaelekea katika upande mwingine kwenye Maritime Academy.
Kwa rasmi kile kidimbwi ambacho kinatumika kutoa mafunzo haya.
Kidimbwi, yes. Na hiki kidimbwi, this pool is actually quite unique. It looks like a swimming pool, but it's a lot more intricate. It's deeper. It's up to almost 9 to 10 feet deep. And it's meant to simulate all the waves and everything, and to enable these seafarers to learn about training about safety in particular. By the way, the theme
and for the colleagues.
For the colleagues as well. And you know, these seacraft, from rescue boats to merchant vessels to fishing vessels to pleasure vessels like yachts. So you need this training.
And there is this course that is called STCW. Exactly. You see, there is training on how you do firefighting. All those together.
Yes. This is what is happening here. And by the way, this will enable our standards in terms of safety, in terms of rescue and everything,
and the proper delivery of the work.
Absolutely. It's not just theoretical, it is practical as well.
Na bila shaka mambo yanaendelea kuwa vizuri. Uzinduzi rasmi unaenda kufanyika Victor, na ni mambo mazuri kwa sababu hapa mjini Malindi wengi tu ambao wanafanya kazi baharini wanatoka maeneo haya ya Malindi.
Hapa.
Ndio.
This and by the way, this is great because Malindi has a historical significance for seafaring. There's a lot of people that from this region, generations upon generations, that have served in the seas, and this gives them the best opportunity. They say charity begins at home.
Kabisa.
So the best training starts here in Malindi for the locals.
All right, we officially unveil the courses that will be trained here in Mount.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, these are the following are the courses that will be offered here. For the time being, bridge simulator, EDIC simulator, firefighting training, first aid training, laboratory, modern classrooms, library, IT and communication infrastructure, STCW training equipment. And congratulations.
Let's appreciate our chief guest as this is being done. I'll kindly request our chief guest to step forward here together with the chairman of the University Council. I'll also request the members who are on this side to kindly maybe step aside a little. We'll have a short demonstration of safety in the waters. And this is a demonstration of our first cohort of students who joined our academy. And this is a demonstration of safety. Cheki maneno sasa. Twende kazi. Wanajipinda pale karibu na maji, wakiwa tayari kabisa, wakiongozwa naye engineer. Cheki maneno. Please don't try this at home. Wako ndani ya maji. This is to ensure that indeed safety in the water. And this is part and parcel of what our academy will be training. Kwa sababu usalama ndani ya maji ni muhimu, and ensuring that we are well equipped, trained to ensure that in any eventualities we can be able to survive. Wapi makofi yao? Wapi makofi yao mazuri kabisa? Wapi makofi yao mazuri kabisa wanapofanya vile? Tunaona wengine wanaenda diving ndani ya maji, alafu baadaye anachomoka na kuhakikisha kuwa anaogelea mpaka ufuoni wa bahari. Wa pili pia ameanguka pale. Kumbuka hao ni wanafunzi wetu. Makofi kwao, makofi kwao. Na ukihitaji taaluma kama hii, usikonde, usiende mbali. Jiunge na MKU Maritime Academy wakati wote pile. Angalia yule aliye juu kabisa. Tunasema don't try this at home. Ndani ya maji. Makofi kwake kabisa. Makofi mazuri kabisa. Anapapana kuogelea pale. Anahakikisha kuwa ameegemea upande ule na kuhakikisha kuwa amejiunga na wengine katika. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri kabisa wanapomalizia onyesho lao, na kuhakikisha kuwa wote wako salama salmini. Na hapa kumbuka kuwa pahali ambapo wameingia ndani ya maji ni 8 meters deep, na bila shaka wote wanaweza kuwa wameokolewa na kuhakikisha kuwa usalama wao uko shwari kabisa. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri kabisa hawa wanafunzi wetu. Kumbuka these are first cohort. Our students wanahakikisha kuwa wana secure bila kuacha yeyote upande wowote. Bendi, naomba mtupe wimbo wakati una makofi mazuri. Isha ime Time Academy kabisa. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. hii ni ishara tosha kuwa, na bila shaka hii ni baadhi ya mafunzo ambayo tutakuwa tukipata. Asante sana. Wakati wanamalizia wakimalizia takuwa nikimwomba kwa wakati wake mgeni wetu wa heshima, kwa nafasi yake Muru atakuwa akiondoka sasa, ili apate nafasi nyingine ya kuhakikisha kuwa tuko shwari kabisa. Wakati anakuja ili kuhakikisha kuwa anapata nafasi ya dakika chache tu kuzunguka na kuona mambo yako namna gani upande huu, wakati bendi yetu inaendelea kutumbuiza. Kumbuka haya matangazo yanakujia moja kwa moja kupitia runinga yako ya TV47, na ambao wanajiunga nasi siku ya leo, tukisema ni asante na shukran kwa kuhakikisha kuwa tuko shwari kabisa. Wonderful. Our chief guests getting a salutation from our first cohort. Makofi kwao tafadhali, makofi mazuri kwao tafadhali. Hao ni wanafunzi ambao wamekomana kuhakikisha kuwa wako shwari kabisa. Wakati wanapata picha moja murwa kabisa, kama ilivyo mila na desturi yetu, sisi lazima tuwapokee wageni wetu kwa njia mufti kabisa. Naona mgeni wa heshima anatabasamu pale na kuwapa hongera hawa wanafunzi wetu pamoja na viongozi ama uongozi wetu, tukisema asante. Makofi kwao tafadhali, makofi mazuri kwao tafadhali. Alafu tunahakikisha tuko shwari kabisa. Baada ya pale nitaomba mgeni wetu wa heshima aweze kuelekezwa upande huu mwingine, ambao nitakuwa nikipanda miti ama tutakuwa na mti wa kupanda, ili kuhakikisha kuwa tuko shwari kabisa. Kwa hivyo nitaomba tafadhali mgeni wa heshima aelekezwe upande huu, ili tuweze kupata mti wa kupanda, ili tuweze kuwa shwari kabisa. Wakati anafanya vile, nitaomba hawa wengine wote tafadhali tuende tuchukue nafasi zetu tukaweza kuketi. Tunapopata nafasi murwa kabisa, mgeni wetu wa heshima anapokuja. Come also this side, msaidiane mko watatu ya.
An international standard maritime academy. It's only right that it starts here.
You have to serve the people who come from
Malindi.
Bila shaka.
Absolutely.
Na hivi sasa wanapanda mti ili angalau kuweza kuweka kile kiashiria kwamba kumbukumbu iliwekwa kwamba alikuwa hapa ambaye ni katibu katika masuala ya blue economy, ambaye ni PS Kaituko
Kabisa. And ladies and gentlemen, this, we cannot stress this enough. The blue economy is one of the sectors that has the absolute highest projected levels of growth and expansion for this country and for the people of Malindi. Once upon a time, Malindi was a superpower, a kingdom in itself. There was a sultan of Malindi at some point, and it was a superpower. It was able to negotiate with the Chinese in the 1400s. Imagine that.
biashara za blue economy.
Blue economy with the Chinese. With the Portuguese, Wareno, with the English, with the Italians, with every seafaring country. And right now, this sort of training is set to catapult this area on the world map.
Bila shaka.
You know the way they say the best runners are from Kenya? In a particular part of Kenya.
Particular place.
Now, very, very soon, with this kind of training, you'll hear the best seafarers are from Malindi.
And even the slogans will start now changing.
Absolutely.
And you'll find new things here.
Exactly. And this is part of Mount Kenya University's ethos, the thing that drives Mount Kenya University, which is unlocking infinite possibilities. Absolutely.
Na shughuli hiyo inaendelea haya tunaona yule ambaye ni kaimu chancellor pale Deogratius Chiganyi, profesa mwenyewe yuko anaandamana na PS Kaituko, wanapanda mti alafu kuweka kumbukumbu kwamba walikuwa hapa wakazindua rasmi wakaidhinisha chuo hiki cha MKU hapa Malindi kufundisha ubaharia.
Ndio, mwanzo mpya kabisa kwenye mji huu na wananchi wa Malindi, wananchi wa Kenya pamoja na Afrika Mashariki kijumla, hata dunia nzima. Manake Afrika Mashariki na Afrika ya Kati, Afrika nzima, vyuo ambao vinatoa mafunzo kama haya ni vichache sana.
Vichache mno.
Labda Afrika Kusini tu, Afrika ndio wanafanya
waweze kupanda mti upande huu. We can do this. I request
kwamba ukiwa unataka mafunzo ya ubaharia lazima uende Afrika Kusini au Korea Kusini au uende Uingereza au uende Ureno au uende Uchina ama uende yani nchi za mbali tu. Ilikuwa ni gharama kubwa sana, gharama za visa, gharama za nauli, gharama za matumizi kule na kozi zenyewe zilikuwa za bei kali sana.
Na vile vile Victor, wakazi wa hapa walikuwa wanaenda mataifa hayo unajifunza alafu mambo yanakuwa shwari. Kazi tutafute ugaibuni
kwanza, alafu mafunzo kama haya ugaibuni wenyewe, wale waajiri wa ugaibuni watakutafuta hapa,
wanakuja hapa.
Exactly.
Na vile vile tuweze kuelezea vizuri, nilikuwa nazungumza na mmoja wa wafanyakazi hapa akasema kwamba chuo hiki cha MKU kinafanikisha wale wanafunzi bora ambao wanatoka hapa wanatafutiwa nafasi za ajira. Inakuwa bora zaidi.
So
yani kiunganishi.
Chuo kinafanya mahusiano na sekta, wale wanabiashara, wenye meli na kila kitu, kutafuta nafasi za kazi kwa wanafunzi ambao ni bora zaidi.
Tupatie 1,000 unapewa wanafunzi 1,000.
Very good. This is what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen. If you decide to come here and take this training at the Mount Kenya University Maritime Academy, you will be rest assured that your students will be able to get industrial attachments. By the way, it is mandatory, 1 year attachment. 1 year attachment. Refu zaidi. Lakini bora. Mount Kenya University will find you placement in merchant ships, in pleasure yachts, cruise ships, and even the Coast Guard all across the world.
Hivi sasa tunaendelea kupanda miti kama kuweka kumbukumbu ile kwamba chuo hiki sasa kimeidhinishwa rasmi kuweza kufundisha taaluma za ubaharia.
Na ni taaluma nyingi tu.
Nyingi sana.
Ukitaka kuwa captain wa meli, unapata utakuwa engineer. Ukitaka kuwa ni mtu wa safety na usalama, yote hapa. Ukitaka wajua kwamba Asante sana. Na wajua kwamba hili swala ambalo linaendelea hapa, they're saying that this training institution is actually attracting top level talent. If people want to make a career change at any given time, they're able to do retraining. If you are an electrical engineer by training or a mechanical engineer by training,
ile cheti ya STCW.
Exactly. And they train you to change from a usual automotive engineering to marine engineering. You're able to handle marine engines and machines.
And also land machines as
Absolutely.
Well.
Added advantage indeed. So if you're out there and you have a training in any other sector, you can easily come here at the Mount Kenya University Maritime Academy and get the knowledge that allows you to take the knowledge you already have and apply it into a seafarer approach. Absolutely.
Yes.
These are just some of the few things that this kind of training will do for you. 1 year mandatory attachment at a vessel of an international standard. So you get the absolute top level training right here at the Mount Kenya University Maritime Academy.
Alafu pia unapata kuna vile vifaa vya kujifunzia ni bora. Umesema kwamba ni vya kimataifa.
Absolutely.
Vile swala lingine, wahadhiri ambao wanatoa mafunzo haya wamebobea katika
taaluma ya ubaharia. Wengine wenye tajriba kubwa sana, zile meli nzito, all the big ships. And Kenya has a huge history. We have some of the best captains, sea captains in the world. The super tankers, the pleasure cruises, the cruise ships, the yachts, the Coast Guard. We have highly trained personnel. Now imagine an institution like this allows the young people to get mentorship from active professionals.
And the best.
And the absolute best of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a launch like no other. We cannot stress this enough. This is the first private institution is able to venture into this kind of training, and to be able to offer this level of training, international standard, absolutely international standard. We've seen the equipment, we've seen the ECDIS simulator, we've seen the bridge simulator. All those are absolutely world class. You can be able to, and they're putting in coordinates and the simulations of all the international ports, the port of Singapore, the port of Taipei, the port of Mombasa, all across, the port of Miami even. This is absolutely world class, I'm telling you. They're able to simulate absolutely any sort of condition from all the ports of the world. Brother Josh, all the ports of the world. Unasikia kwamba kuna bandari nyingi sana duniani. How wanapata mafunzo? The simulator is able to simulate any kind of weather condition.
Bila shaka.
From a typhoon, to a storm, all kinds of things. They're able to really do a lot, and it's absolutely wonderful that the absolute top level training is happening here. Any port you can think about, the port of Miami, the port of Singapore, the port of Mombasa even, all of that, they're able to do that.
Na wanafunzi ambao watafuzu kutoka hapa wanapata kazi humu nchini na pia katika rubaa za kimataifa.
Asante sana.
Yani mambo yanakuwa mazuri tu.
Mambo yanakuwa mazuri sana.
Hivi sasa sherehe iko karibu kuanza na tutakuwa tunaisubiria kwa sana ili tuweze kujua hiki ambacho kinazinduliwa ni kipi na kinafaa kuwafaa wanafunzi kwa njia ipi, lakini tumesema ni mengi tu mazuri yanakuja.
A whole lot of action, a whole lot of benefit. They say charity begins at home, and it begins right here in an age-old, historically relevant seafaring port of Malindi. This is where the Mount Kenya University Maritime Academy is located. For hundreds, if not thousands of years, the inhabitants of this area have been seafarers. It's only right, once again, that the Maritime Academy, the best of its kind in this region, is set up right here, and at a time such as this, when the country is seeking to take advantage of all the opportunities, a sea of opportunities in the blue economy.
Bila shaka, na Victor ulivyosema kwamba hivi sasa wakazi watafaidi kwa njia kubwa zaidi. Hakuna haja kusafiri katika mataifa ya ng'ambo kuweza kupata mafunzo. Unayapata nyumbani ukishamaliza, na unaweza kwenda katika mataifa ya kigeni kufanya kazi tu. Na mambo mengi tu, tuko na airport hapa Malindi International Airport. Yes. Iwapo wewe ni mwanafunzi kutoka rubaa za kimataifa, basi unatua, unaingia darasani, mambo yanakuwa shwari.
It's absolutely wonderful.
To invite the MKU brass band to play the Kenya national anthem, the East African anthem, and the MKU anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen,
kutoka Malindi.
Thank you for listening to us. We now hand you over to the official program.
East African anthem. Kenya University anthem. chief guest, it is my honor and privilege to invite Mount Kenya University Registrar Academic Administration Dr. Madai and a Muslim leader Sheikh Abubakar Muhammad to commit this congregation to the Lord through prayer.
Let us pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this afternoon. Thank you, Lord, for this day that you have made for us to rejoice and to be glad in it. Thank you, Father, for the privilege to be in this meeting where we are launching the Maritime Academy. Lord, we thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you, Father, for it's by your grace that we are able to come this far. We bless your holy name. May you be with us for the rest of the day. We pray this believing and trusting in Jesus' name. Amen.
Sheikh tafadhali.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Asante sana kwa heshima kuu na taadhima, naomba tafadhali tuketi chini. Wakati tunafanya vile, nitaomba bandi tupe one interlude, a short one, a brief one, wakati tunajipanga na kuhakikisha tuko shwari kabisa. Kwa hiyo bendi nipe just one tune wakati tunajiandaa tunapokaribisha wageni. Kindly. Our chief guest for honoring this invitation and also finding time to be here with us. This being the blessed day, 26th September 2024, live from Malindi Maritime Academy. This being a branch of Mount Kenya University together with the Equip Africa Institute. Nataka ujuane na jirani yako ambaye mko pamoja na wewe, msalimie kwa Kiswahili sanifu. Msalimu kwa Kiswahili sanifu, mwambie waambaje dada, waambaje kaka. Hapa sasa na unaweza mtishia kwa methali moja, umwambie methali moja, cha mkufumu na fuhu na fofofo. Asante sana. Hapa twasema sabalheri. Alafu wajibu namna gani? Sabalheri. Asante sana. Tunashukuru zaidi kwa nao jiunga nasi kupitia runinga yetu ya TV47 kote duniani. Tunasema karibuni wakati tunazindua rasmi chuo chetu ama bwawa letu ambalo litakuwa likiegemea upande wa Maritime Academy. Makofi wapi ya Maritime Academy? Wapi makofi? Na ili kutuelekeza katika kipindi kijacho ambacho ni cha nafasi kidogo kabisa, kwa hisani yake mgeni wetu wa heshima, nitakuwa nikiwakaribisha wanafunzi wetu, wanafunzi ambao wamesifika, wanafunzi ambao katika mashindano yaliyopita ya vyuo vikuu walichukua ama walipata nambari 1 Kenya nzima katika folk dance category, wakiperform Agiriama folk dance by the name Vula. Over to you, our dancers. Uwanja ni wenyu. Wakati wanajipanga panga, kumbuka kuwa you can go to all our social media platforms and ensure that we are following us live through X, through Instagram, Facebook, at Mount Kenya Uni, at TV47KE, bila kusahau at TV47, na pia the newly launched or yet to be launched ama mahala tuko MKU Maritime Academy. Naona wanadensi wanajipanga pale nyuma, kwa hivyo najua wanaingia kwa kishindo wakati wanachukua nafasi yao. Tafadhali tuwapigie makofi mazuri kabisa. They are going to perform a folk dance that is an award winning in the just concluded music festivals under the category of universities. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri kabisa. Hawa mgeni wetu wa heshima ni wanafunzi wetu kutoka Mombasa campus ambao wako hapa kutuni. Mombasa campus hoye! Haya, wana MKU hoye! Ngoja sijawasikia vilivyo. MKU hoye! Uwanja ni wenyu, our dancers. Wapi makofi yao mazuri kabisa wanapochukua nafasi yao na uketi chini. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri kabisa. Hawa ni washindi ambao walishinda katika ile kategori ya folk dance, and we really appreciate that they have done and made Mount Kenya University proud. Let's appreciate them with a hearty clap once again. Wonderful, wonderful. Kama ilivyo mila na desturi ya chuo chetu cha Mount Kenya University, sisi wenyeji hutupokea kwa kishindo. Na kama ilivyo hivyo, hawa wenyeji wana Malindi wamesema MKU Maritime Academy, karibu sana nyumbani. Na ili kuagiza na kuwafanya vile, watatutumbuiza kwa wimbo moja wa kimataduni. Hapo sasa, kumbe mko shwari kabisa. One dance that is going to be really nice. Let's appreciate this team as they come to the podium to present a piece. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri tafadhali. Wanapofika, wanapochukua nafasi yao pale, Tuwapigie makofi mazuri tafadhali wanapojitayarisha. Wameanza kufanya mambo ati namna gani? Wanachukua nafasi yao, wape microphone, wakuwe chonjo kabisa wanapotutumbuiza kwa moja. Yey, sikia tu mienendo na miundo. Hey, 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 hey. Yay! Aya! Hey! Wonderful! 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 This community and this environment has welcomed MKU Maritime Academy in a big way. Makofi kwa tafadhali mazuri kabisa. We really appreciate that this has been part and parcel, and also want to appreciate the elected officials of this county for also supporting this institution. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guests, all protocols observed, it is my honor and privilege to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academics research affairs to come and give her welcoming remarks. Kindly.
Yeah, good afternoon. Our chief guest, Honorable Geoffrey Kaituko, Principal Secretary, State Department of Shipping and Maritime Affairs. Your Excellency, Governor, Kilifi County represented. Our staff from the Kenya Maritime Authority, led by Captain Peter Munga, Director Maritime Education, Training and Labor. Honorable Nyazi Amina Laula, Member of Parliament, Malindi Constituency, Kilifi County. Honorable Gertrude Bayu Nyanje, Women Lep, Kilifi County. Honorable Twahir Abdul Kalim, Member of County Assembly, Sheila Ward, Kilifi County. Mr. Mwenda Joka, CEO, Cape Media. Chairman, Mount Kenya University Council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, Mount Kenya University Council members present, members of University Management Board present, led by our very own Vice Chancellor, Deogratius Jaganyi, staff members present, students, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you into this auspicious occasion as we launch our Maritime Academy. As an academy which is one of the very first in the region, I'm informed that the STCW is a requirement for all seafarers and stands for Standards of Training, Certification, and Watch Keeping. And even as we launch this, I want to say that we have already gone through a trial class which involved 11 trainees, part of them who were demonstrating to us earlier, chief guest, and they have been certified to have completed, and hence Mount Kenya University has actually been given accreditation in the following courses. One is personal survival techniques. Number 2 is fire prevention and firefighting, elementary first aid, personal safety and social responsibilities, security awareness training for all seafarers, security training for seafarers with designated security duties. And as Mount Kenya University, as we work alongside our stakeholders and KMA, we are committed to be able to develop this academy further so that we can be able to provide opportunity to all those people who are interested in the sector of the maritime. As Mount Kenya University, we want to take advantage of emerging career opportunities in the Maritime Authority. And as we move forward, allow me to point out that even as we take advantage of the maritime careers, we will also be able to provide our students with other opportunities that will be able to make them more marketable. And key among them is the languages that we are also offering in the university. Part of them, the German language, which is benefiting quite a number of students in the industry who are interested to work in Germany and Austria. And I'm also in discussion with our Center for Professional Development is that we will keep offering opportunities for other foreign languages for our students and in other areas like Spanish, French, and so that any student who will be interested in the maritime sector will be able to also benefit from the other programs that we offer at the university. In addition, we are again in engagement with our stakeholders and the regulators to be able to introduce other or rather advanced courses in the maritime area. Among them are the Bachelor of Science in Maritime Engineering, Bachelor of Nautical Science, postgraduate diplomas in Maritime Studies and Maritime Engineering. And we are going to work with the stakeholders to be able to see what is good and what is fit for this sector. So even as we launch this academy, I just want to say that we want to welcome everybody in the region and everybody who is interested in this sector to be able to engage with us as a university so that we can make your dream for the maritime sector a success. And with those few remarks, allow me to invite our Vice Chancellor to be able to make his remarks. Thank you.
Habari zenu.
Habari zenu tena. Mbona wanyonge? Mbona wanyonge? Habari zenu. Tumekuja Malindi leo kuwasalimia. Wacha nifanye vile walivyoniandikia, nisome walioniandikia, nisije nikapotea mahali ambapo sijui. The chief guest, Honorable Geoffrey Kaituko, Principal Secretary, State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs, Minister of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. Captain William Ruto, Managing Director, Kenya Port Authority. Captain Peter Munga, Director, Maritime Education, Training and Labor, KMA. Honorable Mnyazi Amina Laura, Member of Parliament, Malindi Constituency, Kilifi County. Honorable Gertrude Beyu Munyanje, Women Representative, Kilifi County. Mr. Mwenda Njoka, CEO, Cape Media. Chairman and Pro-Chancellor, Mount Kenya University, Dr. Vincent Gaido. Mount Kenya University Council members who we have traveled together to Malindi. Member of the University Management Board present, Mr. Ankie Sharma. I'm looking for Mr. Ankie Sharma. I can't see him here. I'm told that the volume is not enough. He is here. Yes, thank you, Mr. Sharma of Watsila Voyager Services. They are the people who are supplying us with the simulator that we're going to be using for training our students. Staff members present, most important, the students who are here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all our dancers. Thank you very much for embracing this particular day. It is with great joy that I join the rest of Mount Kenya University fraternity in welcoming our guest to this occasion of the launch of the MKU Malindi Maritime Academy, an institution that represents the collective commitment by Mount Kenya University in advancing of maritime education, research, and innovation in Kenya and outside our national borders. I also pass to our guest the greeting from the MKU fraternity and especially the chair of our board, Dr. Gisharo, or Professor Gisharo. Internationalization of the university through accreditation of standards of training, certification, and watchkeeping, which is abbreviated as STCW, courses as a gateway to global standard. Today, we not only celebrate the opening of this academy, but also the accreditation of Mount Kenya University to offer standards of training, certification, and watchkeeping, the STCW courses. This marks a significant internationalization achievement for us as a university. These internationally recognized courses to be offered at this academy form the foundation of the global maritime training, ensuring that seafarers meet the highest standards of safety, competence, and professionalism. Thus, through the Malindi Maritime Academy, MKU will provide training that meets international maritime standards, opening doors for our students to pursue successful career in the maritime industry worldwide. At MKU, we are committed to developing professionals who are versatile and well-rounded, whether it is training of the cadets to navigate the seas or preparing engineers to maintain the vessel that keep global trade moving. We are dedicated to delivering programs that address every aspect of this complex and essential industry. Our goal is to produce highly skilled graduates
who will contribute to the growth and the development of the Kenyan's maritime sector. Contributing to the maritime safety and youth employment. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the aforementioned, safety and security remain at the heart of everything that we do as a university. Through our STCW training, we will contribute significantly to improving maritime safety standards and ensure that our graduates uphold the highest level of competence. Additionally, job creation for the youth is a key priority at MKU. Therefore, since the maritime industry offers diverse job opportunities, the skill learned here will directly translate into well-paying and fulfilling careers. As part of our commitment to tackling youth unemployment, we will work closely with industry partners to ensure sea time opportunities and employment pathways for our graduates, ensuring that they are not only well-trained and adequately skilled, but also connected to the global job market. Looking at MKU Malindi Maritime Academy in support of the Kenya Maritime Authority, International Maritime Organization, and Sustainable Development Goals. Our chief guests, ladies and gentlemen, as the world fast approaches 2030, the United Nations has established modalities through which its member states, and especially the institution and the individual within the UN member states, offer their support towards the achievement of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The MKU Malindi Maritime Academy, as launched today, or to be launched today, is a testimony to MKU support to the SDGs. As we are all also aware, the International Maritime Organization, IMO, is a UN agency charged with the dual role of supporting the SDG through prevention of maritime and atmospheric pollution by ships, as well as ensuring the shipping safety and security. At a national level, this role is played by the Kenya Maritime Authority, KMA. This then brings into focus Mount Kenya University Malindi Maritime Academy's role and commitment in working hand in hand with the Kenya Maritime Authority, as well as the UN International Maritime Organization, in achieving the aforementioned responsibilities. The motivating factor of MKU to contribute toward the Kenya Maritime Authority's mandate, as well as to International Maritime Organization mandate, is that MKU is the United Nations Academic Impact Hub University for SDG number 10 on reducing inequality for a renewable period between 2021 and ending on the 31st December 2024. Let's look at Malindi Maritime Academy as a future point of focus in research, innovation, and collaboration. Beyond our training, research and innovation will be a critical part of the Academy's work. The maritime sector is undergoing a transformation driven by technology, environmental sustainability concerns, and evolving global trade patterns. We are committed to fostering research initiative that will help solve real-world challenges facing the maritime industry, from addressing the impact of climate change on our ocean to developing sustainable port operations and logistic solutions. We are positioning this academy as a hub for cutting-edge maritime research. Collaboration with industry, government, and other institutions will be essential partnership that will drive innovation and improve practices within the maritime sector. Let me appreciate the stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me on behalf of the university and on my own behalf to express our appreciation to the Board of Directors, Government of Kenya, the Kenya Maritime Authority, our industry partners, and the University Council for their unwavering support in making this academy a reality. To our faculty and students, in line with MKU vision and mission, core values, as usual, let us continue to work together and ensure that the Malindi Maritime Academy becomes not just a beacon of maritime education, but also an avenue for creating jobs, fostering research, and promoting maritime safety. The opportunities ahead are limitless, and we have a shared responsibility to make the most of them. In conclusion, with the support of all stakeholders, Mount Kenya University, through the Malindi Maritime Academy, shall strive to produce top-tier maritime professionals who are ready to make a great contribution within the industry, both nationally and internationally, in line with the global goals. Last and not the least, I thank you all for your time and audience as we jointly propel Malindi Maritime Academy to sail through to infinite success for the good of our planet and the good of the global community. With those many words, I thank you very much. And I take this opportunity to invite my Chair of Council, Dr. Vincent Gaido, to say a few words and then recognize other guests. Thank you very much.
A hearty clap to our Vice Chancellor, as also our Chairman of the University Council comes on board. Makofi mazuri tafadhali.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, for what you've said. That you're giving me this opportunity to say a few words. Thank you very much for your words and for what has happened. It was stable when the VC was here. It has just become unstable, but we shall manage. Our chief guest, the PS, Honorable Geoffrey Kaituko, the PS State Department for Shipping, Maritime Affairs, Minister of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. It's a big one. Karibu sana. We are so honored to have you here. Allow me to adopt the protocols that have been used by previous speakers, but allow me also to recognize the leadership of this great county of Kilifi, and the stakeholders in the maritime space. Before I give my words, I want to request the Honorable Amina Laura, Member of Parliament for Kilifi constituency in this county, to welcome us here. This is your space. I don't know whether we are welcome, so please come and allow us to be here. Karibu.
Mheshimiwa, makofi mazuri tafadhali. Saidie. Watu wa Malindi, Mheshimiwa mgeni wetu wa rasmi wa hii shughuli ya leo, Bwana PS Kaituko Geoffrey, Chairman Kaitho, the Vice Chancellor Jaganyi, and the whole management team, na rafiki yangu mkubwa Dr. Mutembei, kina baba na kina mama, bila kusahau
our women representative Mheshimiwa Gertrude Mbeyu Mwanyanje, familia yote ya MKU, hamujambo? Muko salama? Hapana. Mama mwenyewe yuko salama, mbona nyinyi mnakaa kama mko salama? Muko sawa? Mambo freshi? Watu wa Malindi mbona mnanibwaga? Leo tuko na PS hapa, ni lazima tumuoneshe tuko na raha, tuko na ama nyinyi hamjafurahika? Si mko na furaha kwa sababu hii kozi ambayo imekuja hapa? Bwana PS na kila mtu, wageni wote wa Maritime MKU, mimi naitwa Amina Laura Mnyazi, ndiye ni mbunge wa eneo bunge la hapa Malindi, na nataka nichukue fursa hii kuwakaribisha rasmi hapa Malindi. Niwaambie ya kwamba Malindi ni mji mzuri, Malindi ni mji ambao hauna matatizo mengi, watu wa Malindi ni watu wazuri, na sisi tunapenda wageni, na ndio maana leo tumekuja kuwapokea hapa. Na kufika hapa, kama kuna mtu ambaye ako na furaha kubwa zaidi, ni mimi hapa Amina Laura Mnyazi. Na niseme ya kwamba hii maneno ya blue economy, maritime and mining, tunajua ya kwamba it's a new ministry ambayo haikuzunduliwa kitambo. Lakini vile vile wizara hii ni wizara yenye ambayo sisi kama wapwani tukiibeba na tukichukulia with a lot of seriousness, kuna mambo mengi ambayo yanakwenda kutufaidisha sisi. Na hii wizara imeletwa hapa kuweza kusaidia Kenya nzima. Lakini ukiangalia masuala ya maritime sana sana inashika sisi kama watu wa pwani. Na ndio maana mimi katika bunge la kitaifa nilipoingia, jambo la kwanza mimi niliomba niweze kuwekwa katika committee ya blue economy, maritime, water na irrigation, kwa sababu ya kuweza kusaidia watu wangu wenye ambao wamefanya kwamba bahari ni mahali pao pa kupata pesa zao za kila siku na kujisaidia maishani mwao. Na vile vile tunashukuru kwa sababu Rais William Samoei Ruto wakati alipoingia katika uongozi, wizara hii alimpatia ndugu yetu Mheshimiwa Salim Mvurya kuweza kuwa CS. Na Salim Mvurya vile vile tulingangana naye. Wakati huo hizi causes za maritime tulikuwa tunapata bandari peke yake, na ilikuwa inapatikana kwa bei ya juu kwa sababu wakati huo ilikuwa ni 35,000. Na tulingangana na Mvurya, na Mvurya mwenyewe akapiga raundi zake za hapa pwani na akaweza kuzungumza na nyinyi mpaka leo hii najua mumeweza kubadilisha ile bei from 35,000 mko na ka discount kidogo. Ama sivyo hivyo? Situwapigie makofi jamani. Badala 35,000 saizi munalipisha ni 15,000, ambayo hiyo imekuwa ni bei nafuu kwa watu wetu, especially kwetu sisi viongozi ambao watu wetu wanatutegemea ili tuweze kuwasaidia kwa masuala kama haya. Na vile vile naweza nimshukuru, kuna mama mmoja hapa ambaye mimi sijakutana naye rasmi, lakini tunaongea na yeye kwa simu kila masaa. Bwana PS, naomba nimshukuru Mama Betty Makena wherever she is. Naomba tumpigie makofi sana huyu mama. This is the first time I'm meeting this lady, Bwana PS. Lakini nataka nikuambie kwamba huyu mama ni mchapa kazi. Kwamba huyu mama she means business. Tulipokuwa tuko hapa nimeapishwa, she contacted me. Na akanieleza kuhusu zile cruise ship opportunities zenye ambazo ziko. Na hata bila mimi na yeye kukutana, she was able to come to Malindi na akaweza kukutana na ofisi yangu na watu wangu, na wakaweza kuelezea wananchi wa Malindi, Bwana PS, zile opportunities ambazo ziko. Na hivi ninavyozungumza Bwana PS, zaidi ya wanafunzi ya watu 100 kutoka Malindi wameweza kupata hizo kazi. Kwa hivyo Mama Betty, asante sana na Mwenyezi Mungu akubariki. Bwana PS, hata kama inawezekana kuna promotion huyu mama jamani aweze kupatiwa. Amefanya kazi mzuri sana. Amefanya kazi mzuri kwa sababu kuchukua watoto zaidi ya 100 kutoka Malindi ni mchezo kweli hiyo? Watu hawana kazi Bwana PS, na hali ya maisha ni ngumu siku hizi. Kwa hivyo ile kazi ambayo yeye amefanya sisi tunashukuru. Na si mchoyo, anytime tukimpigia simu she's readily available, anatupatia information. Kuna watu wa cruise ship tofauti ambao wamefika hapa Malindi, including Genesis, kuna Mediterranean Shipping Company, kuna Royal Caribbean imefika, kuna Carnival, I think Viking, zote hizo zimeweza kufika hapa, wameweza kuzungumza na watu wetu, wamefanyiwa interviews na waliobahatika wameweza kuenda. Of course we had some challenges, kwa sababu katika wale ambao watu walikuwa wanakuja kufanywa interview na hawa watu wa hizi cruise ships, one of the challenges ilikuwa ni hizi causes zenye ambazo hazipatikaniwi hapa Malindi. Our people ilikuwa ni lazima tuwapeleke all the way to bandari, waende wakasome. Na kwenda mpaka bandari, unajua hapo ni mbunge lipa the cause, mbunge lipa pakulala, mbunge lipa hivi na hivyo. So it was a bit it was a burden on my side. Na ndio maana huyu, this other gentleman, naye pia tumpigie makofi, Dr. Mutembei, nilipoona huo mzigo bwana PS umekuwa ni mkubwa kwangu, nikasema hapana, ile cause badala ya kuwa itoanishwe bandari peke yake, wacha tuangalie namna ambayo pia hapa Malindi tunaweza tukapata hizi causes, ili hawa watu wa Malindi pia waweze kunufaika nazo. Na mimi niko na imani si Malindi peke yake, kwa sababu niko na imani ni Kilifi County nzima. Sisi tuko hapa, lakini hizi habari Amina mimi nimeshazifikisha kila mahali. Governor Gideon Maitha Mng'aro anajua, wale wabunge wengine wanajua, na hii institution tuta advertise kuhakikisha kwamba tumepata wanafunzi wengi ili waweze kujisaidia na jambo kama hili. Kwa hivyo ujua uko na blessings za the whole county leadership ya Kilifi County, kwa sababu ni kitu ambacho tunataka. Tulizungumza na bwana Mutembei na nikamwambia hapa wanafunzi wako kutoka Magarini, Tana River, Taita Taveta, hata wa Mtwapa, wapi, wengi watakuja hapa. Na tumeweza kusukuma hili jambo, na shukuru. Hayawi leo yamekuwa. Yani maritime causes leo zimefika Malindi. Jamani, vigelegele basi. Vigelegele basi. Ndio ni hayo maendeleo ambayo sisi tunataka. Na naelewa ya kwamba baada ya hapa nimezungumza tayari pia na Dr. Mutembei, nikamwambia leo tumempokea PS hapa, amekuja kulaunch hii kitu na tunamshukuru Mungu. Na tunataka pia siku nyingine pia CS pia nayo uweze kuja naye. Manake leo hii tumekuja kwa sababu ya masomo, lakini siku nyingine tunataka tuende tukazungumze na wale affected people wa Malindi ambao ni wavuvi, wale wa mama biashara kuuza samaki, tuweze kujua matatizo pia yao ni gani ili tuweze kuwasaidia. Najua kama matatizo walikuwa wako nayo ni zile IDs zenye ambazo wanatumia katika meli, and I already put up a question in parliament na tayari mkanijibu, na najua ni vitu ambavyo vinaendelea. Na leo najua kwamba tukipata hii maritime causes hapa, kuna causes za pilots, za captains ambazo tunazizindua sasa rasmi hapa Malindi. Wale ambao wanataka cause za captain, saizi hakuna kwenda nje kusoma. Tuna kiongozi wetu hapa Dr. Munga, yeye najua tunamfuatilizia kwa mbali japokuwa hatujazungumza, lakini yeye alikwenda akasoma nje. Saizi tuko nayo hapa MKU hapa ndani ya Malindi. Yani haina haja uende mbali, mambo ni hapa hapa. Mimi nitazungumza na watu wangu, tuangalie ni watu wangapi ambao tunaweza tukasukuma watu wa Malindi waweze kujiendeleza. STCW ambao pia imekuwa ni donda sugu, saizi tuko nayo hapa ndani ya Malindi. Hizi causes ama hizi meli zikikuja hapa, wale watoto tutawa prepare in advance. By the time wanakuja tumeshawa noa kisawa sawa, ni wakija wakifanywa interview wabebwe waende wakapatiwe kazi. Saizi mambo hayo yanapatikaniwa wapi? Yanapatikaniwa wapi? Career opportunities ni kama hizo, watu wanapata kazi katika meli. Saizi haina haja twende tukazitafute mbali. PS tuko naye, CS tuko naye, kina Beti tuko nao, Dr. Mutembei tuko naye, Amina Mnyazi yuko hapo. Hatupati kazi kwa nini? Hatupati kazi kivipi? Si tutapata. Haya ndo ni maendeleo ambao tunataka. But above all, tumekuwa na so many incidences bwana PS. Na the last one ambao pia nimeweza ku appreciate, it is because of the safety causes ambazo mnakuja kufanya. For the past, I don't know, it was 4 or 6 months ago, kulikuwa na wavuvi wetu bwana PS wenye ambao walikwenda kuvua, kukatokelezea mvua kidogo, ikaleta mtafaruki, wakapotea. Walipotea for almost 2 months. I had to put up a statement in Parliament, and I thank God. I thank the CS Waziri Kindiki, and I thank God nani CS Mvurya waliweza kuingililia kati na wale watu waliweza kupatikaniwa katika boundary ya Kenya na Tanzania, lakini walichukuliwa, walikuwa 4, mmoja alifariki, 3 walipatikaniwa hai, walirudishwa hapa na nchi yetu safely back at home. Kwa hivyo hata hizi safety causes ambazo mnakuja kufanya, hiyo pia mimi nimeshukuru sana, kwa sababu so many accidents zina happen hapa Malindi, hapa Kilifi, kwa sababu watu wetu wako na ile ya kwamba wanakwenda kufanya ile kinyumbani, wanafanya kazi kinyumbani. Lakini saizi kama hizi safety causes tutaweza kuzipata pia hapa Malindi. Hawa wavuvi wangu mimi nataka niwasukume hapa, ili yale matatizo ya hawa watu wangu wakipatikana na shida kule hawajui waanze wapi kujisaidia, tuweze kuyapunguza. Bwana PS, mimi nimeomba nizungumze mwanzo ili niweze kuwakaribisha, lakini leo nimekuja tu kwa heshima yako wewe na heshima ya hili jambo lenye ambalo tumetoka mbali nalo ili tuweze kulianzisha. Mimi nawakaribisha na nitaondoka kwa sababu leo ni siku ya bunge na afternoon session niko na kitu ambacho tunakwenda kuzungumza katika bunge and I can't miss. Lakini nimesema hata kama ni dakika 10 nitafika, munione, munisikie, ndo nipande ndege nirudi zangu kule Nairobi. Na wakaribisha, feel at home, feel free. Sisi ndo wenye Malindi na wenye Malindi hawana shida. Si tuko broad based, siku hizi shida iko wapi? Ama sivyo hivyo? Kufanya kazi kwenda saizi, kufanya kazi kwenda, tutaki story. Ni kuchapa kazi tu. Ndio maneno ambayo imebaki, ili kuhakikisha kwamba tumepata maendeleo. Malindi hoye! Malindi hoye! Malindi mupo! Malindi mupo! Na waacha katika mikono ya the able women representative Gertrude Mbeyu. Mimi mkiniona nimeondoka, na waomba muniwe radhi, nimekwenda pia kuhudumia taifa letu la Kenya. Asanteni na karibuni.
Thank you very much. Asante sana. I think that was necessary to hear the MP for the area giving her welcome remarks. Lakini ya muhimu ni kama Mutembei amehamia hapa. Mutembei imeenda. So Mutembei it is very good when people talk, give you a story when you're in the audience. Now, I don't know, I'll not ask you how you're feeling, but I'm sure you're now very challenged how to maintain that status. We wish you all the best, and Mheshimiwa asante sana na tumeshukuru sana because you have said as it is that the importance of an institution like this one is to make a difference. And the fact that we shall be able to reduce some costs that have been getting into your wallet. People will be coming from home to school. They'll not need your money to go to Mombasa. So thank you very much. Before I give a few words, let me recognize the members of council who accompanied me. Mount Kenya University is like any other university. It has hierarchy, and the second hierarchy in the university from the board is the council. And I have with me my colleagues. Please, simama tu na kuwave. We have Titi Nganga, a member of council. We have Mary Olubaye, a member of council. And we have Ken Ramani, a member of council. Our women rep tumeachiwa wewe, mheshimiwa akienda wewe ndio uko hapa. So we are happy. Allow me also to recognize Nancy Karigidhu, Ambassador Nancy Karigidhu. Asante sana, Ambassador. This lady is very central in the blue economy space. And I think when I'm done, I wish I could have the time to welcome her, our Salimie Badaye. Allow me just to say a few words. One is to register my appreciation for being here, and to also reiterate the joy that Mount Kenya University has in being received in this particular part of the country, in this great county of Kilifi, in particular in Malindi. Mount Kenya University, sometimes we do things that out of the ordinary. The PS will tell you that we interacted with him in his home county, where we had a campus. Malindi, we just started, and we have this campus, and we thank the leadership and the people of Malindi for your hospitality, for welcoming us, for allowing us to bring Mount Kenya University space in this particular area. As we establish this particular academy, we acknowledge that the marine space is so large, is so huge, and we challenge the entrepreneurs, people with resources, to take advantage of the marine space. As you're aware, the Earth's surface, 70% of the Earth's surface is underwater. The ocean, the sea, 70%. Which means a big portion of the Earth's surface is water. And therefore, we need to exploit the huge resources that are in this particular space. We know, and data tells us 90% of all the internationally traded goods, they are shipped by sea. 90%. And we're also told by data that 5% of the world GDP, which is about $3 trillion US, is the worth of marine and maritime and coastal resources. Which means, therefore, there are many opportunities, and we would challenge ourselves, we would challenge our investors, we would challenge our entrepreneurs to take advantage and to explore, to interact with institutions, to do research, to innovate ways in which areas like Malindi will become a hub, will become resourceful and a place, a destination for marine resource exploitation. And I think this is where we are here as a university. We are here to make Malindi a hub for training seafarers, captains of ship, who will be not only competitive, but will be respected at the global space. We know that the President of Kenya has been talking about supplying labor to the global market, supplying labor that Kenyans can go and work anywhere in the world. But for us, we are saying, before we release anybody as a university to go and work out there, we would want them to be employable, to be competitive, and to be respected. We want to send people out there who will command the space. And therefore, Malindi Maritime Academy hopes to produce individuals who will conquer the marine space. And like the DVC said, we do not only teach the maritime and marine associated programs, we also equip our students with languages like the German language, the Korean language, because these are the leaders in this space. And therefore, when a marine expert, when a seafarer leaves Mount Kenya University and is equipped with extra international languages, that person will be competitive, that person will be respected in this space. And therefore, we shall continue making sure that this institution lives according to its expectation. One important thing we have come to do here as council is to hand over the academy to the Vice Chancellor and the management of the university, Mount Kenya University. The council is in charge of policy But the board of the university is one that is in charge of mobilizing resources and developing such infrastructure. When the board has developed such infrastructure, it hands them to council, because it is a council that does oversight and that works together closely with management to make sure that the purpose for which such infrastructure were made is achieved. And therefore today, we are here as members of the University Council to hand over this facility to the Vice Chancellor so that it may continue serving and doing what is expected to do. As we hand over this facility, we are cognizant that Mount Kenya University has a challenge to remain relevant, to remain affordable, and I can assure the Vice Chancellor and management that the Council will continue supporting you and supporting whatever you do, for the purpose of creating meaningful employment opportunities. This facility will not run by itself. It will be run and supported by individuals, by people. Mount Kenya University is an employer, and we employ people who run our institution and facilities. So straight on, this is an opportunity for employment. Beyond that is an opportunity for supporting and creating individuals who will go out and conquer the world. Like I said earlier, we expect and we call upon stakeholders to participate and more so to exploit the resources that we have in this particular space. Remember, the government has found it worthy to create a whole ministry of the blue economy. The moment we understand the opportunities that the blue economy holds, then we shall be able to revolutionize the way we do things. Bwana PS, asante sana for being here. I'm sure your presence here reiterates the very important thing that the government stands for in exploiting the marine resources that we have. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that this initiative will contribute in making Kenya the hub for marine training. To support the Member of Parliament, ours is not just focusing on the Malindi economy, the coastal economy. We are looking at becoming a global destination. And therefore, Mheshimiwa Women Rep, this is an opportunity for other developments. As we bring in students, staff, and so on, they will require facilities like hostels. They will require facilities like the shopping and all those that they require. So Mount Kenya will just be an item that will propagate many other opportunities. And therefore, I welcome all of us to work towards making this Malindi, which is known since the times of Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama came around, isn't it? There is a Vasco da Gama pillar somewhere. He was exploring. We have come also Mount Kenya University to explore, and we have found. We have explored and found. Just like Vasco da Gama explored and found, we have explored and found. And the Malindi that was vibrant, we want to be part of that rejuvenation as Mount Kenya University. With those very many words, I thank you very much, and I wish to therefore declare that we are handing over as council this facility to the Vice Chancellor for its management. I don't know what I was supposed to do after that. Is there something to hand over to signify that we're handing over? Shake your hand. Come, I shake your hand and signify. Members of council, please. Come, we hand over this facility.
This is a beautiful moment.
To the Vice Chancellor.
We request the Vice Chancellor to step to the podium together with the members of the University Council. so that we have the official handing over of Malindi. And I will also request the university management, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, together with the Registrar, to kindly to accompany the Vice Chancellor. Dr. Mutembei, kindly join in that photo. I also request the principal campuses, kindly. Dr. Nahashon, this is a beautiful moment whereby we are tunapata hapa, si ni kweli eh? Wonderful. Handing over all the documents, and this is from the council to the university management. Makofi wapi? Makofi mazuri kabisa. Wonderful moment. And because this is a beautiful moment, Vice Chancellor, this is a beautiful moment, a photo. And as we do that, MKU family hoye! Ngoja sijasikia, MKU family hoye! Hebu tusimame kidogo. Pale mbele umepewa kabendera, si ni kweli eh? Kainue vizuri juu wakati wanachukua kile wamekabidhiwa. Kainue vizuri juu. DJ, tupe moja ya kucelebrate hapa. DJ. Haya, tuone. Special dedication to MKU family because of this wonderful moment. Yay! Inua juu vizuri, tuone. Hey! Aya! Achilili! Inua bendera juu vizuri ya MKU, inua bendera vizuri juu, inua bendera vizuri juu, tuone. Aya, inua juu vizuri.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Kwa hiyo sasa tunasema tu VC anguka nayo. Asante sana. Allow me before we invite the chief guest, allow me to invite Captain Peter Munga. We know you're very significant in what you're doing. This is your space, and I welcome you to come and say a few words. Karibu.
The chief guest, representatives of the county government, MKU leadership and management, students, and all the invited guests. Mko salama? Aya, mimi unajua huwa sisomi speech, so I'll just take it from here. Actually, today is a really good day. We've been working behind the scenes to get to where we are. And as the Director of Maritime Education and Training in Kenya, our role and mandate as Kenya Maritime Authority is to make sure that all training institutions are meeting all the set-up standards so that the trainees who are going to train in the training institutions, after the training, you are also properly trained and you are also able to get the opportunities that are available. Watu wasemi sana kuwa as part of getting the employment, sana there is also an interview involved. And in the interview, somebody can help you to access the job, but when it comes to the interview, you are not able to pass the interview because probably the training that you received was not as per the standard that is required. So we have been working with the training institutions, and I'm glad that we have been part of the journey with MKU. And I know Chris has also been calling me sometimes very late in the night, to try and get some guidance on how to approach things. Now, I want to tell you why I feel this is a big deal. Apart from the fact that shule iko nyumbani, Kilifi is my county, this is where I come from, and I'm very proud, and I feel that this is a very good opportunity for students. Vijana kama mimi, actually huwa naambiwa nikienda kwa meeting, wewe unaitwa captain na wewe ni kijana mdogo sana. I've been at sea, I've been a seafarer for the last 14 years, and that is a testament that this is a very good avenue for you as a youth. Nafikiri nimekuja na captain mwenzangu pia, tuko naye pale, kama anaweza simama kidogo asalimie tu kwa mkono. Yeah. And you can see hata yeye si mzee sana. So if you can come here and you can take up your cause, put in the effort that you need, there's really a good opportunity for you to grow in this career. There are opportunities for the youth, and we don't need to shy away from taking these opportunities with both hands. I believe the maritime sector will be built basically by the technical officers that we have, building the capacity of the technical people, and that includes the marine engineers and the nautical officers. STCW basic safety training is just the entry. That is the entry level, and we are hoping that we are still working behind the scenes. I know we are working on curriculums for nautical degree. That will be the first in Kenya, and I'm hoping the next time we are coming here, it will be to launch the nautical degree. We'll be launching the marine engineering degree and the maritime transport logistics degree. We are working on the curriculums, and I'm sure we are at the tail end, and that will be a very good opportunity for you to exploit. There are global changes. Ships are moving to decarbonization, and I believe, and we have also made sure that our curriculums include this aspect of training to move with the trends in the maritime industry. So expect a lot of trainings relating to decarbonization of ships, use of alternative fuels, and this is to make sure that we are not left behind. You know, for a long time they call us a third world country, and it's not because of possibly the lack of funding or funds that we have. It's because we are not embracing the new ideas. Right now we are talking about ships that will come with alternative fuels, but these ships are already in existence. So how do we make sure that these training institutions that we are setting up are also aligned, the trainings are also aligned to make sure that the people who are being trained here can make use of those opportunities, and when they graduate from the training institutions, they are also properly equipped to man these kind of ships. Tukisema bahari ni yetu kama pwani, si kusema tu, we need to also make sure that when the opportunities are coming, we are properly trained. Hakuna mtu atakupatia bahari. You need to make sure that you are properly trained, and when the opportunities come, you can apply for those opportunities, and generally and importantly, you meet the qualifications to be able to access those opportunities. Now, the number of training institutions currently is, we have about 10 training institutions, but most of them do not offer the long courses. And if you look at 1 year ago, we had students going all the way to Tanzania to be able to access these kind of trainings. But look at what we have now. We have a state-of-the-art facility, and I know with the ambition that this training institution has, we can, at least by the end of December, make sure that we have all the kind of trainings that you need to be able to work on board available here. This includes the training such as radar, ECDIS, we are talking about bridge resource management, and you've seen the simulators that we have here that are able to be used for those kind of trainings. Now, as a government and talking as a regulator, we do not really come to put roadblocks for the industry. We are coming as facilitators. You know, siku za kitambo za huyu amefungua shule tuone vile tutamwangamiza, I think hizo siku zilisha. Now we look at how we can help you to comply with the regulations that are there. And I'm glad that most of the training institutions have really embraced this. They are ready to work with the regulator to make sure that they comply, and even for the equipment that is required for particular trainings, they're able to provide it. Lastly, I think mine is a challenge to MKU and to all training institutions. There are still gaps in maritime training. We look at offshore training facilities. That is an area that has not been exploited. There are a lot of opportunities to work in oil rigs. We have done a lot to boost the training in hospitality and also to provide the staff and crew to work on the cruise ships. But we also need to build the capacity of the technical people, the technical workforce, the marine engineers, and with the setup of basic offshore safety training facility, we can be able to upskill the training institutions, the TVETs particularly, that are training in skills. Watu kama plumbers, welders, fitters, mechanics, electricians. These guys already have the experience, and they will be needed to work in drilling rigs. So if we can set up such kind of facilities, it will also help us to, be recognized as a labor workforce. There are training institutions worldwide, and they have ships which offer training on board. So it is also my challenge to MKU and other training institutions to look at how they can acquire training vessels to boost the training. Najua ukifundisha mtu mwambie kwa meli iko hivi iko vile na hajaiona meli ama kuwa ndani ya meli, it's a bit challenging. So this is my challenge to you. We also have gaps in terms of maritime training libraries. We can also work with the training institutions to see where we can come in to support you. To have training institutions, but also to have training institutions with properly equipped maritime training libraries with digital learning material which the students can use for their training. We have seen the simulators that they have here, and we have not had such simulators, and for the kind of training that we want to undertake. Like for a nautical officer, you need some different certificates. Apart from the nautical degree that you have, you need additional certificates for you to get the certificate of competence. So with the simulators that we are setting up, that has been set up here, I think it will be an area where people should really take advantage so that they can be doing their trainings in the country, and the issues of now having to go to Tanzania or neighboring countries for trainings will be a thing of the past. Now, the last one is for the youth. We know and we are facing a lot of challenges in terms of opportunities. Na mimi nawaambia tu baharini ndo mahali pesa iko. If you are able to train, you get proper training, and you have somebody to guide you. Najua kuna wale wanafanya trainings ambazo at the end of the training unatafuta kazi, lakini the only thing you have as part of your training ni basic safety training, ile STSW courses only, na unaenda ku apply kazi. Wewe una apply uko na basic safety training certificates only, unapata mtu anakuja pale ako na 5 years in the hospitality industry. So let's not only just work to develop or to acquire the certificates, let's also work to develop skills or to acquire skills. Welding, plumbers, fitters, some experience in the hospitality industry that can also help you to be able to be more marketable and to be able to access the opportunities that are available. Kwa hayo mengi na machache ningependa kuwashukuru, and this is the start of many more good things to come. Thank you.
Thank you, asante sana. Mutembei, umetajwa tena. Kuna kitu atanipatia? Hakuna kitu ananipea?
I'm wondering, ananiacha hivyo. Peter, Munga, ulikuwa unipatia kitu. Asante. Visi kuja tupokee.
Another beautiful moment.
Council members,
want to welcome the council members together with the Vice Chancellor as we receive these certificates of accreditation. And we have also the one who is holding the certificate. He belongs to the first cohort, the first trial class, Nafisa Abdallah. Tunapata nafasi murwa kabisa wakati wana MKU wanajitayarisha kureceive. MKU hoye! Wonderful, wonderful. Nakuja kwenyu kwa kishindo. Wonderful. Makofi mazuri kabisa, makofi mazuri, makofi mazuri, makofi mazuri. Makofi mazuri kabisa. Wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Cheki maneno sasa. Hapa ni pahali tuliambiwa tunaanguka na certificate, au sio? Bas. Wonderful. Certificate of approval to conduct a course. Makofi mazuri kabisa, makofi mazuri kabisa. Makofi mazuri kabisa. The chair of the University Council is receiving the same. Wonderful, wonderful. And the same will be projected to the university management. I also request DVC kindly to join together with the registrar as the VC Vice Chancellor is receiving the certificate. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment. Haya, VC, naomba tu upatie campus wako wapi? Campus. Dr. Mutembei pia join pale. Dr. Mutembei, as we receive Dr. Mutembei together. Alafu Vice Chancellor unipe ruhusa tu nibaki na hawa watatu wakati wako na certificate. Hao wengine tuwape nafasi pale. Wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment. Wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment. Wonderful moment. Asante sana. Naomba kidogo tu Vice Chancellor uniruhusu hawa watatu waishike, alafu niwape ruhusa mpumzike kidogo kitini. Hawa watatu nibaki nao kwa stage kidogo. Tufanye mambo MKU. The principal together msongee katikati na certificate. Muinue vizuri hiyo certificate. Imekuwa ni safari ambayo iko shwari kabisa. MKU hoye! MKU hoye! Haya, tuna celebrate kidogo. DJ uko tayari? DJ uko tayari kidogo? Kumbuka Maritime Academy iko kila pahali. Every community in Kenya is being represented. DJ, angusha 2, 3, 1. Twende kazi DJ. Haya, MKU we, twende.
Yanza welinde mama wechungene ndabandubo usaba.
Twende.
Yanza welinde mama wechungene ndabanduba tama.
Yeah.
Yanza uninde na njelele titi kalundo.
Haya.
Yanza uninde na njelele titi kalundo.
Haya, tuangalie mbele twende. Twende. Celebrating it MKU. Hey. Yeah. Dr. Kilei na certificate haiwezi kuwa umeketi chini na certificate. Haya, tunaenda. MKU hoye! MKU hoye! Certificate tunayo. Certificate tunayo. Haya DJ angusha nyingine moja. Haya twende. Wapi nuru ya MKU? Haya DJ. Haya weka mkono hivi tukimalizia. Weka mkono hivi kungulu. Haya weka mkono hivi. Haya twende kitu. Twende. Wapi nuru ya MKU? MKU Maritime Academy tunayo. Wapi certificate? Asante sana. Thank you so much. Tuende tukaketi. Haya, asante DJ.
Thank you very much. Na hiyo sherehe na the reception of that certificate should be the spirit that we should live with as the maritime, there's marine economy, academy. Thank you very much and God bless you. Asanteni sana kwa kuwa watulivu. I want to now introduce a different thing from the protocol and ask yule mama tumeachiwa, mama wa county, na kualika uje hapa utualikie mgeni mheshimiwa. Asante sana. Karibu sana.
Asante sana Chairman. Kilifi County hoye. Sijasikia hata kama watoka Mombasa, watoka wapi, bora ndani ya Kilifi tu. Kilifi County hoye. Malindi hoye. MKU hoye. Malindi Maritime Academy hoye. Hapa watu wamechoka hapa. Dr. Mtembei, kwani umetayarisha pilau au hapa watu wamechoka hapa? Naitwa Mbeyu Mwenyanje, Kilifi County MP. Allow me to use Kiswahili. Niko nyumbani. Unasema niko home. Ndo wale watakao nisikia ni mzini. Wajue tunazungumza na hii sauti ifike kabisa kule kijijini. Let me take this opportunity to recognize our guest of honor, our PS, Mr. Kaitu Geoffrey, presenting our beloved CS, Honorable Hassan Joho. Hebu pigeni makofi kule Mheshimiwa Joho yuko. Karibu sana PS. Wewe ukiwa wa Maritime Affairs and Shipping, mimi niko kwa mining, chini ya PS wetu Honjoho Committee ndani ya bunge. Na ni heshima kuu niwe hapa, VC, your council, our captains. Karibuni Malindi. Kama mbunge wangu Amina amesema ni wa furaha, mimi ni wa furaha zaidi nikiwa mwanafunzi wa MKU. Hello. Supervisor wangu yuko hapa, namaliza tu, karibuni. Dr. Mtembei is my supervisor, I'm a student na niko na students wengi hapa. Hata my only daughter pia amekuwa student MKU Thika campus. So hii ni familia ya MKU. I'm the happiest leader today. Ndio nimesema wacha bunge ikae, mimi nikae na nyinyi hapa mpaka mwisho. Karibuni sana PS, VC na familia yako yote ya MKU, captains wote. Peter uko home. Na hii institution Maritime Academy Malindi chapter lazima iwe 70-30 students population. VC, nikisema 70-30 wewe unaelewa hizi hesabu, si ndio? Umeelewa? 70-30. Wameelewa wale lecturers wako hapo wanasema nini? We are very happy as Kilifi on behalf of the governor who is out of the country. He's jetting in today. Na mimi nampresent. Waje ende baba county alafu mimi ndo mama county hapa. Kwa hivyo niko hapa mpaka jioni. Congratulations. Tumeona certification zote. Mimi nilikuwa nangoja nione certificate kwanza. Nilikuwa sasa kukaa hapa nikae pale nisifu, kumbe hata hamna certificate ya kutrain. So congratulations MKU. I'm happy to be associated with the MKU. Na mimi nafikiri nitakuwa student. Maana ni wapwani pia, lakini ale maji mimi Peter itabidi tufanye private tuition kwanza, alafu wale wengine waje, si ndio? I'm very happy for this occasion today, Maritime Day. Na kwa sababu niko hapa, tutaomba wa vijana wetu. Ile timu ya kwanza nimeiona hapa. Mimi nilikuwa nimeambia Mheshimiwa Amina, baada ya hivi VC utabaki kidogo Malindi. Uone Malindi. Naona umeona umemwachia Mtembei saa hizi, kila mtu anataja Mtembei hapa. Itabidi ubaki, ukutane na leadership ya county. We want to own this institution. We want to bring our students here. Ukisikia 70-30, unajua hesabu zangu ni gani. I want to bring in my MCAs, Malindi and Kilifi North, Magarini, because sisi ndo tuko kwa ufuo hapa. Because Vasco da Gama hapa ni yetu, lazima watu wajue. Watoto wanatoka huko, walimu wanatoka huko mbali waje waone hapa. Tunataka wakija waone hii institution kuwa ni mali ya Kilifi County. As you are very happy, students watu walikuwa wanaenda Bandari College. Peter iko hapa. Captains wako hapa. Bandari College fees iko juu. Wanaenda pale, parents wetu wanashindwa kulipa, wanarudi, zile chances za training zinapewa vijana wengine. Wazazi wao PS wakiwa na pesa za kulipa Bandari. Ile fee nimesikia hapa. Wajua mimi naweza kulipia hata watoto 100 mimi binafsi. With my office, hii ni pesa kidogo. Ati 15,000 tu. Sini airtime ya wiki moja tu hiyo. Au? Hello? Sini safari kwa airtime tu ya wiki moja. Alafu student awe trained paka qualify na apate kazi. Tutafanya hizi bidii. I want to bring a VC my MCAs kuna kit walipie watoto 50 wote. Alafu mimi gavana MP na wale MPs wote wa Kilifi watumie hii chance tulete wanafunzi wetu wa train. Hapa msituambie hamna capacity, muongeze majengo kabisa, because we will bring our student. We've suffered as a Kilifi County, Mombasa, na wakitoka pale waende attachment port, alafu kazi hakuna. So mkimaliza hapa Peter, hiyo attachment ifanywe kwa meli huko, wakienda huko mbele Germany huko. Hatutaki mutrain tena waanze ku hustle tena. Make sure you've trained them, give them jobs. We are here, we'll be able to pay fees. If yenu ndogo sana. Alafu mimi nimezungumza hapa na my supervisor. Nimesema natafuta hata scholarship. Sasa wajua mimi natoa scholarship ya wanafunzi form 1 mpaka form 4. Hii yenu hii inaweza toa. Hii pesa kidogo sana hii. Wajua ndani ya Kilifi wananiita mama lao, mama G. Kwa hivyo hivi ni vitu vidogo sana hivi, ili tuone vipi vijana wetu. Alafu nauliza qualification. Peter, si tuwalete wote. Wewe tuko na dropouts wengi sana. Wasichana na wavulana. Let them take kazi. Nyuma tuletea saa hizo, wajua Malindi is a tourist destination. Tunataka hii tourist destination si wale wa nje, sisi wenyewe. Watoke kule waje waone Maritime Academy Malindi chapter iko wapi. Walete wanafunzi wao, but first priority Peter and Dr. Mtembei 70-30. Hii story mimi sitaachilia. Na mimi niko na mkutano weekend tayari na governor, namwambia sisi tuwavamia kile chuo, hayo madarasa tujaze sisi wenyewe kwanza, alafu wajenge wengine, lakini sisi wenyewe lazima tuanze. Na kama hakuna qualification sisi tushapita hapo. Hello? Hoja mngeniambia C+ mngenitatiza. Hello, kweli au si kweli? Wa Malindi wako hawako. Mngeniwekea vile C+ sijui vile Mtembea ameniambia. Kuanzia kesho nipe tayari nikujazie fomu hapa. Application nitazijaza mimi mwenyewe. Makena wajua pale nitawatoa wanafunzi hawa. I'm so happy for MKU. Welcome to Kilifi County. Welcome to Malindi. Karibuni sana. Hata yale masomo mengine mnaweka kule Thika, mnafundisha kule Thika, mnatoa watoto unapeleka Thika, unapeleka Nairobi campus, leteni hapa. Hivi umeanza tu, lakini tunataka kuona IT ikifundishwa hapa. because wengine tumepeleka watoto kule, hiyo moja tu IT anaenda mpaka fika accommodation fee. Na saa zile, na I hope Dr. Mtembei VC hamuko kwa zile fees za band hiyo band msijua zile bands 1 mpaka 5 hatusitake hapa kwa hii academy. Hello. Lakini hiyo fee nimesikia hiyo na free si bandi tena, hiyo itakuwa fee ya kawaida tu, ili tuone we help our students. In fact in Kilifi County tumechekwa sana na elimu. Wale kutoka kwa families zinajiweza ndio wameweza kuprogress. Wale hawawezi, parents wao hawana kazi, they've not been able to access skills. This is the opportunity now for Kilifi County to have this maritime here. Our students train and acquire jobs. So Peter, uko home. Ukinibwaga naanguka naye. So thank you so much VC. Thank you PS kwa kufika, na ambia CS umefika Malindi na yeye hapa ni home. Kwa hivyo hata zile pesa za ofisi yako upiane kiasi zitrain watu huko. Au msemaje nyinyi? Si kuna pesa huko? Hii ni ofisi kubwa bana. CS ana department 3. Blue Economy, Maritime Affairs na Mining. Mwambie tuwazitaka 20% hizo pesa zote zitrain watu wetu hapa. Alo, mwasemaje nyinyi? Si niombe kabisa. Ujumbe fikisha kwa CS sasa Njoho. Mwambie hii bajeti yako Mama Mbeyu, ananiita Mama G. Mwambie Mama G amesema 20% traveling allowance yake alete tufundishe watoto. Tulipie watoto wetu hapa. Waje hapa wasome tu. Hata 15,000 wasilipe. Waje hapa ambao hii CS amelipa. Watoto wa Kilifi wasome. We will be very happy. We'll be very happy parents here. Mwasemaje nyinyi? Si niombe kila kitu. Asa mimi sitaki kuomba ya rais, unajua tuko broad based government. Tuko ndani ya serikali sisi. Sasa sitaki kuomba kule juu kwa sababu CS ni wetu. Sasa tunamwambia yeye alafu yeye anafikisha ujumbe kule, si ndio? So I'm the happiest lady today, the happiest leader on behalf of the other MPs, other leadership in Kilifi. I want to say thank you MKU. Kiwe mbarikiwe zaidi. God bless you. Feel welcome in Malindi in Kilifi County. Na mkitaka hata mjenge nyingine, mtambia Mtembee ajenge nyingine kule Ganze kule. Kwa mambo mengine, si ndio? Lazima MKU itambae hapa, si ndio? Thank you so much. And sijui kama kuna wale wajua ukifanya sherehe huku lazima kuna pilau. Sasa Mtembee hii inakuacha mwenyewe. Kama kuna pilau hapa, sishasema wajua sijasikia harufu. Wajua ukiwa mkutanoni ndani ya Kilifi, wafanya kutegeshea kule upepo unatokea. Sasa hapa Mtembee utatangaza peke yako. Mimi simo. May I take this opportunity now to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. PS. Karibu, musimame, stand up, stand where you are. Our guest, karibu Kilifi, karibu Malindi, na ule mfuko wako wa Maritime Affairs. Mimi naomba zile zako 30% ziweze kulipia wanafunzi wa Kilifi na Kenya nzima ndani ya Maritime Academy Malindi chapter. Karibu sana PS. Thank you so much. Karibu Malindi, karibu Kilifi.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Mama G. Please take your seats. Tafadhali mketi. Asante Mheshimiwa kwa kutukaribisha. Kabla sijazungumza, mtanikubalia nimuite mtangulizi wangu. Hata mimi naweza zungumza Kiswahili. Nimuite mtangulizi wangu ambaye alikuwa katibu mkuu wa kwanza wa idara ya kitaifa ya usafiri wa meli na masuala ya baharini. Yeye anaitwa Balozi Nancy Karegidhu. Karibu sana. You're very welcome, Ambassador. Because you are the one who initiated all this, we want to honor you. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Mgeni wa heshima, wacha nikushukuru sana kwa kunipatia hii nafasi. Madam Mama G, thank you so much. The leadership of Mount Kenya University, thank you so much. Na nyinyi nyote wacha niwasalimie. Mgeni wa heshima, wacha ni confess. I have a confession to make. That when I was invited by the leadership of this MKU, nilijishughulisha kidogo, nikajiongelesha, nikajiita mkutano. Niende nisiende. Halafu nikapewa nguvu na my sister there, Madam Betty. Nikasema wacha nije tu. It's a very important day, World Maritime Day. By the way, happy World Maritime Day. As we are sitting here, let me tell you that this day is being recognized world over because on the UN calendar imetambulika. Ni siku ya kusherekea maritime. Sasa niwaambie kwa nini nilikuwa naogopa. Nilikuwa na uoga kama nitaporwa mawe. Niko home. Haya, basi nimepewa mwosho wa omo Niseme kwa nini? 2020 niliamka siku moja asubuhi, it was on a Sunday. Nikajikuta I'm trending on Google, number 1 in Kenya. Mnakumbuka? Ama wengine hawakumbuki? Ati kwamba nilisema wapwani hawajui kizungu. Ni mimi. Confession. But I want to say this. I am happy for this institution and the things that have been said here. Na mwalimu VC, asante sana. Maana umetaja mambo ya lugha. Sana. Umesema Korean, tutajifundisha. Umesema German, tutajifundisha. Si ndio? Kuna kitu hukutaja. Maritime English. Maritime English. And that's what I had spoken about. Na nijulishe, tujierevushe kwamba we speak differently in the maritime sector. Did you know that? Wacha niwaambie. For example, our inaitwa nini? ABCD. Our alphabet. Huwa ni alpha, beta, Charlie. Mnajua hivyo? That's how we speak in the maritime English. Bwana VC, on the ship, you would be chief mate. Because, yes, you assist the captain. Chief mate. When we talk about the kitchen, we talk of galley. Yes. When we are talking about washroom, we call them heads. When we talk about, sasa ndio mjue ile nilikuwa mimi na maanisha. Mnasikia vile niko na fame na nijui. Yes, hiyo ndio nilikuwa na maanisha. Niwaambie kwamba pia right, when we are talking of right hand side, we don't say that. We say starboard. When we're talking of left, we say port side. So, Captain Munga said that accessing and getting the opportunity is one thing. Being interviewed and passing the interview is another thing. And that English forms part of the interview. And that's the conversation I was trying to tell my people. And I'm glad now I have a partner in MKU to assist me give that skill. And I'm going to tell you just one story. In 2006, there was a ship called Costa Concordia. It was a cruise vessel. That cruise vessel had a capacity of 4,000 passengers and over 1,000 crew. On the maiden voyage, the maiden voyage was in 2006. In 2012, that was a very young ship, isn't it? The Costa Concordia was on a voyage along some islands in Italy. Okay? It had over 4,000 people on board. Now, the route they were taking was rocky. And I'm telling you, look it up. Costa Concordia. Look it up. Uelewe vile how important this is. The Costa Concordia, huyo Captain wa meli akisaidiana na chief mate wake, wakaona kuna rock formation. Kwa hivyo akapeana dereva yule ambaye anatan steering wheel anaitwa helmsman, sio driver. akampatia helmsman orders to change course to avoid the rocks. Okay? Look up that incident. The helmsman was from Indonesia. Alisikia nyingine, instead of going left, akaenda right. What happened to the ship? Ikagonga mwamba. And the ship now went into crisis because of language. And imebeba watu wangapi? 5,000. 4,000 na crew. By the time they are correcting the mistake, confusion on the ship, because you have Italians, you have Spanish, now you're trying to master them to be able to tell them emergency, how to behave themselves. And they lost 11 minutes. Because of that incident and that miscommunication, 32 lives were lost. And the captain and his crew, they are serving jail now. From that, IMO always learns from such incidents and they correct. They investigate an accident in order to do corrective action. And one of the issues that was discovered was language. And there was a law. Every ship carrying over 20 people on board must have a common language. Everybody has chosen English. Do we have a choice? Do we have a choice? Do we realize how important language is? So, mimi sasa naomba sasa niwe forgiven. Hiyo ndio nilikuwa nasema tu. Nimesamehewa. Thank you. Nimeoshwa. Then nimuunge mkono mama. Sana sana. 70-30. SDG 5. Okay? We know what it says. Equality, gender equality. The maritime sector has been very, very slow. So that in terms of compliance with SDG 5. And there is now a big move to bring in girls on board. Because with where the maritime sector has reached, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. Ships must comply, digitalization, technological changes. We won't achieve it without diversity. And diversity comes in many ways. One of them is geographical. Geographical because COVID-19 and the Ukraine war showed us you cannot get crew from you can't survive with getting crew from only one side. So Africa is a big target and we need to be ready. Then the other thing is you cannot have programs that are assisting So gender inclusion and diversity and inclusion is a very important.
First, before I read my prepared remarks, I bring you greetings from His Excellency Economy and Mining. He is away in New York, alienda na rais yuko UN General Assembly. Nilimwelezea kwamba atakuwa Malindi, ameniambia niwape salamu zake. Mmezipokea? Sasa si mnataka waziri aje nyumbani. Sasa siasikie kule New York kwamba mlipokea salamu zake. Wangapi wamepokea salamu za waziri? Asanteni sana. Yeye ni waziri mzuri, tunampenda. Vile vile ningejitambulisha vizuri. Mimi naitwa Kaituko Geoffrey Ian. Yes. Wa shipping and maritime affairs. Kabla nija hapa nimekuwa sasa hapa karibu mwaka mmoja. Ikifika tarehe 4 Oktoba itakuwa nimekamilisha mwaka mzima. Nilikuwa kwenye Ministry of Labor. Nilikuwa PS wa Labor and Skills Development. Na uhusiano wangu na MKU ni wa miaka 15 hivi. Na mimi sikuwa mwanafunzi, nilikuwa mwalimu. Na nilifundisha lot wa campus. Na baadhi ya wale watu niliwafundisha huko sasa mko nao kwenye bunge. Kama yule women rep wangu wa Turkana. Yeye alikuwa mwanafunzi wangu MKU. Wengine ni mawaziri kwenye county, wengine ni my chief officers. Kwa hivyo mimi najivunia kwamba MKU ni chuo ambacho kiko na umaarufu. Na nilipokuwa katibu mkuu kwenye wizara ya kazi Labor, nilienda Rwanda na nikakutana na Warwandese wote wananiambia, you know, my lecturer is a Kenyan. We are students of MKU. Hivi ndio vile MKU inajulikana. Na mimi naye nikafurahi kusikia hivyo. Kwa hivyo Mount Kenya University, I see you continue scaling the heights. And Chair, remember. Ambassador Karigidu didn't tell you is that our standards are very stringent. Huyu Captain Munga hata kama ametoka hapa Kilifi, he must have subjected you to very strenuous conditions. Nakumbuka mwezi wa 3 nilitembelewa na chairman wa board, Professor Gisharu, akiwa na Dr. Mtembei. Walinitembelea pale afisini Nairobi, na wakaniambia kwamba PS, tumekuja hapa kuomba support yako kama serikali. Tunataka kufungua campus kule Malindi na tutanunua. Kuna list tumepewa na Captain Munga ule wako wa KMA. We are going to ensure that we buy those equipments, because we no longer want Kenyans to go outside to seek training opportunities in the maritime sector. We want them to be trained right here at home in Malindi campus. Simuwapigia makofi. Nasema hivyo kwa sababu 6 months later we are here today. That was March. Professor Gisharu na Mtembe walikuwa wananiambia, this year will not end. We are going to satisfy every requirement that is in the book for us to have a campus and to train Kenyans locally. And I was very, very pleased, because it is our policy as government to support all training institutions that are offering maritime courses, whether they are public or private. And so I want to thank you, Dr. Mtembei, and also to thank Professor Gisharu for his commitment to ensuring that as many Kenyans as possible are able to access education here at home. Na ni mshukuru Vice Chancellor pamoja na chairman wa council na viongozi wote wa MKU kwa ile kazi mzuri mnafanya. Na mimi kama PS nitawahakikisha kwamba for as long as I'm in this role, I will support you 100%. Hata mkitaka 150% nitawapatia hiyo extra. Jambo lingine ningependa kusema kabla sijasoma hii speech ni kuwashukuru wabunge. Mheshimiwa Mama G, kazi yetu kubwa ni kufanya kazi na ninyi. Na wakati mnasema mtatuletea wanafunzi na mtawalipia, hapa Mount Kenya University Malindi campus na vile vile kwenye zile chuo zingine, mimi ninajawa na furaha. Manake tuko na school ya maritime iko Kisumu, ilijengwa na Railway Training Institute. Tulienda pale mwezi jana, hamna wanafunzi. Hamna wanafunzi, captain, si ni ukweli? Na sisi ikabidi tukawaambia viongozi, tafadhalini wabunge, MCS, mpeleke wanafunzi pale, manake hiyo chuo kimetengenezwa vizuri, kiko na facilities, na kwa sababu hapa coast ni mbali na Lake Victoria, kule ndio karibu. Na tukawahimiza wenzenu wabunge wa huko, na wakatuambia wataleta wanafunzi. Manake nyinyi ndio viongozi na mko pia na zile mifuko zenu. Tuko na CDF, hata kama koti imesema kwamba watafunga 2026, lakini bado iko. Mko na mfuko wa kina mama, na tungependa mifuko hiyo iwanufaishe wanafunzi ambao wanakuja kusomea hizi courses. Nilipokuwa PS wa Leba, nilikuja hapa Mkwajuni. Mkwajuni si ni Kilifi North. Nilikuja kuangalia mitihani za artisans. Na shida kubwa niliyoona pale ni kwamba wanafunzi wasipolipiwa na CDF, basi hawataweza kusoma. Kwa hivyo tunatambua hiyo kazi wabunge wanafanya, na ninafurahi nikisikia Mama G mheshimiwa pamoja na mheshimiwa Amina bunge wa hapa na wale wengine wakisema kwamba wataleta wanafunzi kwenye shule hii. Situwapigie makofi. Na mimi pia ningependa kuchukua fursa hii nimshukuru Captain Munga ambaye ni director wetu wa masuala ya maritime training, education and labor. Wajua huyu Captain Munga kazi yake ni mingi sana. Mimi nikiwa PS nazungumza na yeye mara nyingi kuliko hata ile wakati nazungumza na Director General. Manake agenda kubwa ya president wetu William Ruto iko kwenye hii mambo ya maritime education and training. Manake tusipowatrain hao vijana waende wapate kazi, tutaendelea kuwa na shida ya ukosefu wa ajira. Na rais mwenyewe ndiye alitoa agizo kwamba tupunguze ile fees wakati alikuwa hapa na ninyi. He gave us a directive as a ministry that you must reduce the STCW from 35,000 to 15,000 so that as many Kenyans as possible can access the training. Na tulingangana, si mchezo kupunguza fees. Manake bodi wanakuambia, you know, this institution must run. We want this fees to remain 35,000. Tukipunguza sana ni 30. But the voices from the ground were consistently telling us that you need to reduce the fees. And the president directed the cabinet secretary and myself to ensure that the fees is reduced to 15,000 for STCW. And I'm happy that has been done. And therefore, let us take advantage of the reduction in fees to access STCW. Manake STCW ni compulsory. Hawezi kwenda kwenye bahari kufanya kazi kama wewe. You cannot be onboarded on any vessel if you are not trained in STCW. That is the basic. Na kwa sasa STCW si imeletwa hapa Malindi. Sababu gani wewe mtu hapa Kilifi, Tana River, Lamu na hata Mombasa, sababu gani uko nayo kutofanya STCW? If you want to work at sea, there is no reason. We have increased access to these training opportunities. And so I want to thank Kenya Maritime Authority, represented by our captain, Peter Munga. And we are going to strengthen maritime education and training in this country, because this is the future. I keep telling people that, you know, we have been a land-centric country for many years. Tumeongea mambo ya agriculture, Mimi natoka mahali tuna mifugo huko. Tumeongea sana hiyo mambo, lakini sasa imebainika wazi kwamba zile nchi ambazo zimeinvest in blue economy and maritime, pale hizo nchi ndio zile ziko na utajiri mwingi. Most of the wealthiest nations are coastal nations. So we need to tap into that. If you look at the most affluent cities in the world, they are all found along the coast. If you look, let's take a country like the US, whether it is the East Coast, the West Coast, all the big cities that are wealthy are along the coastlines. India, Pakistan, they're all port cities. So equally, here in Kenya, we have an opportunity of tapping into this potential that we have in the maritime sector. I tell people in simple and basic language, because I'm not a maritime expert, that this sector, people think it's small. Lakini mimi naifananisha na parachute. How many of you know the parachute? When it is folded, it looks small. But once you begin to untie it, what does it do? It opens up and it takes you. Itakupeleka juu na inakuwa kubwa zaidi. So hii sector ya maritime ni hivyo. Ni kama parachute. Sisi ndio tunaiona ni ndogo. Tukifungua vizuri pamoja, hii sector ni kubwa na itatajirisha nchi yetu ya Kenya. Na sana sana ninyi kama wakazi wa hapa pwani mtatajirika hata na zaidi. Nilimsikiza mheshimiwa akisema angependa, Mheshimiwa Amina angependa CS atembee ndio akutane na wavuvi, tafikisha huo ujumbe kwake na najua kwamba atapanga hivi karibuni kuja kuongea na ninyi. Mmezungumzia mambo ya safety. Safety, we are strengthening safety. Hapa KMA Mombasa, we are establishing a maritime information center ambayo itakuwa ina coordinate safety issues. Na hiyo itakuwa multi-agency center. Itakuwa kama National Command Center kwa mambo ya maritime safety and security. Na tayari tumepata wafadhili ambao watatusaidia kwenye huo mpango wa kufanya KMA pale juu kuwe na information center ya coordinate safety and security. Mambo ya basari nimesikia vizuri. Sisi kwa sababu tuko na merchant levy ambayo KMA huwa ina collect. Tuko na mpango na Higher Education Loans Board kwa sababu wanafunzi wa maritime hawapatangi help. But we have a scheme which was established by Ambassador Kargidhu when she was PS. Hiyo scheme ya help iliweza kuwasupport wanafunzi wa kwanza. Juzi tukawa na changamoto kidogo, lakini hiyo scheme iko. Nimekuwa siku 2 zilizopita huko National Treasury. Nadhani tutakubaliwa tena, Captain Munga, tuweze kutumia pesa zetu ambazo tunakusanya kutoka kwa merchant levy iende kusupport wanafunzi ikipitia kwa HELB. So kwa hivyo hata wale wanafunzi wangependa kusomea hapa MKU watapata nafasi ya kuchukua hizo pesa kutoka kwa HELB, walipe nayo karo ya shule, wasome zile courses wanazipenda kuzisomea. So kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Mama G, sisi tunaomba tu support kwenu pale bungeni kwamba budget ya KMA mkiona mnapatia support, mnaongeza. State Department mtu support pia. Manake ninyi ndio mko na nguvu ya mambo ya budget. Ningependa kuongeza jambo moja kabla sijamalizia na kusoma hii speech. we need to create enough awareness among the Kenyan people on the significance of maritime training and education, and also on available opportunities in this particular sector. And this we cannot do alone. As government, we have to work closely with elected leaders, with the industry. Our watu mnaita private recruitment agents, I think Betty, you represent them. Those are very important people because they're the ones who scope the markets. We as government, our work is to ensure that we enter into agreements with other countries. When we do MOUs with other countries, then our graduates will be onboarded into vessels that fly their flags. If we don't do that, then that will not be possible. So this year alone, I think I was in Korea twice. We signed some agreements. The CS Mvuria was able to sign 2 agreements. There is an existing agreement between us and Denmark. The existing agreements between us and Jamaica and other countries, but we also are expanding to Singapore. I think a captain was there and he advised us. Singapore is one of the countries that we want to work with. Malta. There's another country, I always get asked, umefika wapi na MOU, inaitwa Marshall Islands. Kwa sababu it has a very big ship registry. Na mimi nilikamilisha upande wangu, tunaongoja wao na tunatumia representative wetu kwa IMO kutusaidia kupata nafasi ya kutia sahihi kwenye mkataba wetu na Marshall Islands. Vile vile kuna nchi zingine kama Norway, Indonesia, na waziri anaenda Indonesia hivi karibuni kuzungumza pamoja nao. Hizo nchi, alafu kuna nchi za Kiarabu, Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE. Those are very serious maritime nations, and we want to partner with them. And so there will be many, many opportunities for those who will seek employment after their training year. On our part, as a State Department and Ministry, together with Kenya Maritime Authority, our regulator, we are organizing things in a way that we get a pipeline of those who get trained and going into the labor market, so that we don't have a situation like the one that Mheshimiwa was describing, where we train you and then you don't get any opportunity to work aboard a vessel. We are creating a database at KMA, and because now MKU is officially a maritime training institution, your graduates will automatically be reflected in that database. And that they will get opportunities just like others within the maritime sector. So Kenya increasingly is becoming attractive as a labor sending country, and we must tap into those opportunities. Reason being, there are a number of reasons, lakini ya kwanza, zile nchi tajiri, wale mabaharia wa nchi hizo, siku hizi hawataki kwenda baharini. Watoto wao ambao wamekuwa mabaharia hawataki kwenda baharini. Sasa wanatutegemea sisi tuwape mabaharia. So we have an opportunity there. Change of demographics. We have a very youthful population, which is well trained. Those other nations have aging populations, yet they need a large workforce to support their economies. And so therefore we have an opportunity, as the president keeps saying, of sending labor, not just for other purposes, but also for the maritime sector. I was in Korea in March, and we are finalizing an agreement with the Koreans, and I later went with Mutembe in June. The agreement which is remaining is on recognition of mutual certificates for seafarers. We are working very hard to ensure that that is done, But we met 10 Korean shipping companies. And these companies are all interested in getting Kenyans as seafarers working aboard their vessels. So that is a program that is going to roll out very soon. Once we put the ink on paper, we are going to get our seafarers aboard the Korean vessels. And you know, Korea is a big shipping nation. It has like a fleet of 1,600. And the shipping companies that came for our meeting represented about 400, 400 vessels. That's what they own. Sasa wakiwa wanachukua, let's say on average 1,000, just 1,000 of our seafarers. Si tutapeleka wanafunzi wengi hata zaidi. Nilimsikia Mheshimiwa Amina akisema 100 have been taken from Malindi. Si mtakuwa na quota hata mingi hapa Kilifi na cost mzima. Nimetoka Denmark. Kuna mkataba ambao tuko nao wao, na they are going to help us strengthen maritime education and training. Hii mambo ya curriculum nitawaita hivi karibuni vice chancellors, na tutakuwa na mkutano pamoja na KMA ndio tukubaliane vile tutahakikisha kwamba curriculum yetu it adheres to the international standards, because we are an IMO whitelist country. That is a very, very special status. And we've been there since 2011, if I recall very well. Na hatuwezi kubali kupoteza hiyo status. The moment we lose whitelist status for IMO, we also lose the opportunities in all the shipping companies. But that is dependent on the standards that we are going to maintain, and that is why we must work very closely with training institutions such as Mount Kenya, Bandari, Technical University of Mombasa, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture. We have about 10 institutions. But my vision as your PS is that we not only increase the number of institutions that offer maritime courses, but equally we increase the number of students who do maritime courses in every university. Is that doable? It is, because you are going to demonstrate here in Mount Kenya. Very soon, everyone will come here. Others will go to the other 10 institutions. Tutakuja kuambiwa muongeze tena shule zingine. Na sisi kama serikali tutawasaidia kuongeza wanafunzi, na vile vile mkitaka mashule zingine tutaongeza pia. Lakini naamini kitu moja juu ya Mount Kenya University, because of the investments that you've made in terms of equipping this center and staffing it, it is only a question of time before you are allowed to offer all the courses by KMA. And secondly, it will only be a matter of time before you get as many students from across Kenya, East Africa, and other parts of the world coming here to be your students in this campus, because the need for maritime education is increasing every day. There are new trends, we will discuss them. And because this is a university, we expect that this university will excel in the area of research, maritime research. And that you're going to help us in shaping policies that will take this particular sector to the highest level. So therefore, with those many remarks, because I thought I should speak from the heart, let me conclude by reading the following. It is a tremendous honor to be here today as we launch Malindi Maritime Academy, a new cornerstone for Kenya's maritime education sector. Today's event is not only a celebration of Mount Kenya University's commitment to advancing maritime education, but also a significant step towards positioning Kenya as a global leader in blue economy. Ladies and gentlemen, today as we mark the World Maritime Day, the theme for this year, Navigating the Future Together, could not be more relevant to our gathering. The maritime industry is an integral part of the global economy, and it is evolving rapidly with new technologies, regulations, and opportunities. To be competitive in this space, we need to work collaboratively, governments, universities, industry players, and communities. As I've said in my off-the-cuff remarks, we must come together to prepare the next generation of maritime professionals. This academy will therefore play a crucial role in achieving this objective. I am happy to recognize the excellent partnerships that the government of Kenya has cultivated over the past few years with the international shipping lines, that is global maritime organizations and other maritime nations. These partnerships are designed to provide our maritime students with the critical sea time they need for their training and eventual certification. As you may know, one of the biggest challenges for maritime graduates globally is securing sea time, which is a prerequisite for professional qualification. Through our collaborations with Germany, Japan, South Korea, China, and other major maritime nations, we have and we will secure agreements that will allow Kenyan cadets, including those graduating from institutions like this academy, to undergo their sea time training on international vessels. In addition, we have strengthened our relationship with leading shipping lines such as Maersk, and I'm happy to say that 2 weeks ago I met with the executives of Maersk, and they are going to be rolling out the cadet training program, and shortly. And so, for those who are interested, they need to get in touch with KMA, and in particular, Captain Munga here. Then we have CMA, CGM, Mediterranean Shipping Company, and others. Because I mentioned earlier on that these are important players. This partnership framework is crucial for creating sustainable career pathways for our maritime graduates, enabling them to gain not just sea time, but also long-term employment in global maritime industries. Kenyan qualifications are recognized internationally, thus opening up new employment avenues for seafarers and maritime professionals in countries that currently have high demand for skilled labor in this sector. Speaking of the Kenya Maritime Authority, let me say that this institution plays a pivotal role in regulating and enhancing the standards of maritime training in our country. KMA has been instrumental in ensuring that our institutions, including this newly established academy, meet international standards in maritime education and training. I want to assure you that the government, through the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, and the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs, is committed to supporting KMA in all its endeavors. We are working on ensuring that Kenya's maritime certifications, especially those related to the standards of training, certification, and watchkeeping, STCW, meet the International Maritime Organization, IMO standards. We are also making significant strides in regulating and upgrading port services, ensuring that Kenya remains a competitive maritime hub. The government of Kenya has prioritized the development of our ports, particularly the port of Mombasa and the Lamu ports, to attract more international shipping lines. The modernization of these ports is not only creating jobs, but will also provide new opportunities for Kenyan seafarers and maritime professionals. To the students, who apparently are the most important people in this audience, I want to say this. You're entering into a field filled with limitless opportunities. The maritime industry is vast and diverse. It encompasses shipping, logistics, port management, marine engineering, nautical science, offshore resource exploration, marine conservation, and much more. I was actually being told that maybe Ambassador Nancy will confirm this, that there are 18 subsectors under the blue economy sector, thereabout. So you see, you can choose any line and you'll be just fine. So the demand for qualified professionals in these areas is higher than ever, both locally and internationally. Kenya is strategically positioned on the East African coast with proximity to key global shipping routes. This, coupled with the blue economy strategy the government is implementing, offers you, our students, incredible opportunities for growth and employment. Through initiatives such as marine tourism, fisheries development, and ocean-based energy resources, Kenya is poised to be a leader in the sustainable exploitation of ocean resources. Allow me to add that training and employment are not the only path forward. The maritime industry is evolving, and with that evolution comes the need for innovation and research. This I talked about. This academy, Mount Kenya University, Malindi campus or academy, must not only focus on producing competent seafarers, but it also must become a center for research and development in maritime technologies, port management systems, marine sustainability practices, and ocean resource management. We live in a time when digital technologies like artificial intelligence, automation, and blockchain are revolutionizing the global shipping and logistics. Kenya must not be left behind. I challenge the Malindi Maritime Academy to become a hub for maritime research and innovation. Please encourage your students to explore new ideas, create solutions to the challenges facing our oceans, and find ways to make shipping more efficient and environmentally sustainable. Through this academy, you have a unique opportunity to train professionals. This is to the lecturers and the management of the university. I repeat this. Through this academy, you have a unique opportunity to train professionals who will not only thrive in traditional maritime industries, but also in emerging blue economy sectors, such as aquaculture, marine biotechnology, renewable ocean energy, and marine tourism. The knowledge and skills gained here will help drive Kenya's economic growth while ensuring our ocean resources are managed sustainably. To support these efforts, the government of Kenya is actively engaging the private sector to invest in maritime industry or industries. The development of shipbuilding and repair facilities, the modernization of port infrastructure, and the establishment of logistics hubs are all areas ripe for private sector participation. I encourage Kenyan entrepreneurs and investors to explore these opportunities, which can yield significant returns while contributing to job creation and economic diversification. I know this is what you hear. This is what you want to hear. In conclusion, the Malindi Maritime Academy represents a critical step forward for Kenya's maritime sector. It is an investment in our youth, our economy, and our future. The government is fully committed to supporting this institution and ensuring that it becomes a world-class center for maritime education and research. Once more, to the management of Mount Kenya University, the Kenya Maritime Authority, and all stakeholders involved in this endeavor, I extend my sincere congratulations. I look forward to seeing the positive impact that the Malindi Maritime Academy will have on the maritime sector in Kenya and beyond. To the students who will call this academy home, I say this: take full advantage of the opportunities before you. The world's oceans are vast, and your future in the maritime industry holds endless possibilities. Thank you. And may we continue to navigate the future together. And let me say that now Malindi, the Mount Kenya University Malindi Maritime Academy is officially opened, and it is officially going to offer courses from Monday next week.
Wonderful.
Team Secretary. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you for your patience. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate our chief guest with a hearty clap as the band celebrates this. We really appreciate. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Indeed. Asante, asante. Thank you so much. We can allow our chief guest to have a seat for a few seconds as we plan to wind up on our ceremony. Indeed, thank you so much for your wisdom. We really appreciate, and as MKU family, we really appreciate. I also want to recognize the presence of MKU student leadership. Where are you? Mkusa leadership, kindly, you can wave. Those are the student leaders across all our campuses and Odell centers. Let's appreciate them with a hearty clap. Wonderful, wonderful. As we come to the close of our ceremony, it can never be without a moment to celebrate this achievement and celebrating it in an African way. We are having a ship that is about to dock into our premises, and before they come on board, allow me, with a lot of respect and due observing the protocol, to request the chief guests, together with the Vice Chancellor, Chair of the University Council, together with our women rep and also DVC ARA, kindly to step to the podium as the ship is about to land into these premises. So kindly I request that delegation after this to come on board. The ship is here, it's about to land or dock. Nahodha ni wawili. Kunaye Madam Mary ambaye ni council member, pamoja naye Madam Jane ambaye ni Dean School of Hospitality Tourism Management. Wakati meli inaingia, wanabandi mnafaa kuwa mnafanya ile kitu. Hapo sasa imefika. Nitaomba niondolewe hii podium, tafadhali niondolewe hii podium. Wonderful. I will request our escorted by our Chair of the University Council, our Vice Chancellor, our women rep, together with our Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academics and Research Affairs, to step forward. And manahodha ambao ni wawili, together with our captain, to join in that. Songa nyuma, kaeni tu nyuma hapa, kaeni. Asante sana wanapokaribia. Wonderful moment to celebrate. Asante sana. Nahodha ni wawili. Kunaye council member na tunaye pia Dean School of Hospitality, Tourism and Travel. A moment to celebrate this. Nasikia wanasema Mama G ako ndani ya nyumba.
Don't worry, the ship will sail. Thank you. I request that Mutembei, who has been mentioned so many times, to join us. It's only fair that Mutembei tembea hapa. Si ni kweli?
Haya, tembea kubwa kubwa.
Fika hapa, tembea Mtembei.
Daktari, karibu sana.
Asante. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest in front of us is the ship that has already arrived here. It has docked. Oh, that is the language. Okay. The ship has docked here, and that's why the candles are not lighting, because we need to cut it so that now it lights. This ship has been made by our own students, so we want to even congratulate you in advance and say all the other courses shall be undertaken in this campus. With Mutembei Mbele na sisi, everything will be well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask that you come in front. If you have a knife, help. No. The chief guest and the council chair, please hold. Yes. So now we are going to say. Not yet. Are you ready? All right. So 1, 2, 3. MKU, oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
MKU, oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
The ship has docked. We want to thank you very much. Congratulations, congratulations.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, tutakula sasa. Tutakula keki. Yes, even the band that was asleep, saya cake tumeamka. Sisi wote tutakula keki. I'm going to ask the dean to feed. Thank you. We are going to start with the chief guest. Please bring the serviettes. We are going to start with the chief guest. Thank you very much for the many students that you are going to bring to us. We want to thank you in advance. How many were we told who were promised? 1,000? 100,000. Thank you very much. The VC has corrected that.
Wonderful, 100,000.
Asante sana. So this academy will definitely sail with your support. So we are going to ask the chairman of council to feed our chief guest in a very interesting. Please don't give to the mouth. Asante.
Yeah, wonderful moment, wonderful moment, wonderful moment. Hey.
Let's appreciate everybody. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Thank you. Yes, please. The chief guest is going to feed our council chair on behalf of all the council members. So if he eats, we have eaten. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Can we call the vice chancellor? Step forward. Chairman Council, step forward. Mama County, step forward. Mama G. The Vice Chancellor, please. Now we are going to pop the champagne. It is at least non-alcoholic. We are very happy. Naodha watazama meli tafika nyumbani Bwana Munga. So now let's get ready, Bwana Chairman. This is your moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tumekuwa tukiingoja kwa hamu. Tumeingoja kwa hamu.
Yes.
Haya. Bendi nipe tune wakati anafanya kilicho cha busara. Kabisa. Niko hapa kupokea chair. Nice. Twende. Moment we have been waiting for.
Makofi. Please,
Wonderful.
Let us appreciate them.
Wonderful.
Thank you. We appreciate. Thank you. You know, we need KMA to sip. They may say that they didn't authorize. Please, Captain. Asante sana. It is important that we are sure. All right. Now, we are going to toss to MKU Maritime Academy Malindi. Hip hip. Oh yeah. Hip hip.
Yeah.
Hip hip. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now you can, yes.
Band twende kazi.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Thank you. A hearty clap for everybody.
Wonderful. Makofi mazuri kabisa.
Asante. Mtebe amepata keki. Asante. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. The captain of the ship. Asante sana wakati wanachukua nafasi. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, tunafikia tamati ya sherehe yetu, lakini kabla haja malizia nitamkaribisha the principal students welfare